just thinking, as we start the MJ Morning Show here on a Tuesday, I was just thinking that if Hal Herman were here doing sports, he'd have the Bucks slaughtering the Eagles last night at Ray J.
Oh, yeah. I don't even think she had the Bucks playing.
He's surprised they even showed up.
Hal's taking a well-deserved rest day.
Oh, yeah. So
exhausted.
So no erroneous sports report from Hal Herman this morning. Listen, did anyone? We said yesterday, or I said yesterday. I mean, no one expected the Bucks to beat the Eagles. Come on, the Eagles, in reality, on paper, whatever. You know, those X's and O's that they draw. The Eagles just, outperform the Bucks on every level. Even with amazingly nasty fans that will throw battery acid in your face.
The game was close early, and I was like, ooh, the Bucks are going to be in this. And then the second half happened, and I'm like, all right, never mind.
The Bucks just couldn't get any offense going for like the first couple of quarters. I mean, Evans warmed up a little later in the game, but that little day late, dollar short action there,
Why don't you and I do a sports podcast?
Yeah, you guys should.
We are really into this. We are really breaking down the X's and O's.
I like the day late, dollar short. That's a good one.
That's what it was. A weird score, 25-11.
Well, it was a safety. I mean, safeties are rare.
Yeah,
safeties don't happen that much. I'm trying to remember. There's a stat. And I'm not a sports analyst expert here, but there's some kind of a stat where safeties happen in every I think it's 14 games. I was trying to figure out whether I was going to say 14 or 15. That's why I was kind of hung up on. So I mean, safeties. I think safeties are the rarest score in football. And I think it's like every 14 games on average in the NFL, a safety occurs. What do you have, Fester?
Oh, my God. If we were doing a sports podcast,
yes.
I would have thrown it to Andrew, the stat boy.
All right, Fester just brought up a Wikipedia entry. Please read that for me.
Safeties are the least common method of scoring in the American Football League. Yeah. However,
they are not AFL.
They are not rare.
Hold on, did you say in American football? You said American
National Football League.
It's the National
Football League.
You said in American Football League. How about the XFL? Can you give me some stats on that?
Safeties are the second most common way of scoring in the XFL.
We read the
safeties
just stop.
Safeties occur once every 14 games.
Look at that, my. My was 14 games. Safeties occur around once every 14 games in the history of the NFL.
Wow.
Or about once a week under current scheduling rules. All right, so hold on. They happen once a week in current schedule. What?
Well, it's about how many teams? 30 teams? So it's about 15 games a weekend?
30, 29, 30, 31, whatever it takes.
I don't know how many teams there are.
Yeah.
But so there's about 30 teams. There's about 15 games a weekend. So once every 14 games. By odds, it should be once a week. If you play odds.
Yes, Roxanne, I see that you're just clamoring to get in on this.
Okay, well, I do want to share something that happens when you guys leave the building.
Yeah.
On the middays, we do a little sports segment. And I got a guy who calls in before each Bucks game. He's an analyst. And he is 3-0 on predictions for the season.
Wow.
He predicted the Bucks were going to lose yesterday.
Well, that's a real shocker, man. I'll tell you what, you got to reach deep into your anals of sports knowledge.
Deep.
Yeah, so, and Fester, there are 32 NFL teams.
This is about 30.
Well, how about there are 32 NFL teams. If Hal Herman were here, Hal Herman would have, how many teams would Hal Herman have in the NFL?
Oh, like 82.
Hal Herman headlines. Yeah, I saw that Hal Herman put in a request for all kinds of special Hal Herman introduction voiceovers from our voiceover guy.
Yeah, he's ready. He wants to take it to the next level.
Yeah, Hal Herman wants to take it to the next level here on the MJ Morning Show.
He's pumped.
Yeah.
Could Hal Herman come on the MJ and Fester Sports Podcast?
I mean, if you pay him $500.
Hey,
Oh.
did you see that
right.
numerous times during last night's game on Monday Night Football at Ray J, numerous times the blobs of rain were just like right over Raymond James Stadium. So you'd look and you'd see that there was like no other rain, even like across the street, like just down the road at Home Depot. There was like no, it was just sitting a couple of times when you saw the rain coming down on TV. And I don't go to the games. I like watching the stuff on TV in the comfort of my own living room, whatever, on the couch. Accessible to my shave ice machine if I want one in the third quarter. Or, I made a vegetable stir fry for dinner last night during the first quarter because it was an early game. It was 7:15 kickoff or so.
That was the best part about the whole deal. The
What,
game got over by
my stir fry?
No, the early kickoff.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the stir fry that I made in the first quarter was the best.
know.
I did some bok choy. I did the big bok choy, not the baby bok choy. And I did broccoli and I did carrots. So I had a nice 3 veggie stir fry last night.
Bok choy is
Delicious.
so healthy. I was reading about it the other day.
Oh, really? Can you give me a full dissertation on that?
Just break it down for us.
Yeah, I was looking also at Powerball. No Powerball winner last night. I was looking at the numbers. The numbers actually were, I thought, pretty good numbers for people to pick birth dates and stuff and ages. Yeah, so Powerball 10, 12, 22, 36, 50 was the highest number, and the Powerball was 4. I didn't think they were terrible numbers. So the jackpot is going to go to an estimated $835 million for the Wednesday drawing. Right, Powerball's Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, right? So
Sounds right. I have an amazing lottery idea
What
that
is
I'll
it?
share with you off air.
oh,
Good enough.
Great.
And then you can bring it to the airwaves if you like it.
To the airwaves.
Now, how about we judge you for your idea whether it's good or cockamamie? How about that? How about we
Okay.
do that
Yeah.
next?
Okay.
All right. We've got Roxanne's brilliant lottery idea
It may not be worthy for the airwaves.
next. 6:07, traffic's on. We're just getting rolling. Oh, I've got another rice maker to give away this morning in the 9 o'clock hour. Giving away another $200 plus Zoji Rushi rice maker during National Rice Month. And, of course, just expect the unexpected. I mean, what other morning shows giving away rice makers in America? I am. Cash Kitty's back at 8 o'clock. Your chance to win $1,000. Hang on a sec. I talked so long, the traffic bed ran out. So let me kick it old school on News Radio 88. And let's go to the traffic center and Pat. foreign bands where there's just something odd about, like, the guys that are speaking English. Like, the dude in that song going, I talk to you in my night, in the dreams, I talk. I mean, it's odd sounding. It just sounds...
It's Swedish, right?
I think so. It's like a little weird. It's like, hello, Bobby. It's like, I'm a Bobby girl.
Mm-hmm.
The guy in that, you can tell, like, English is not the first language, and it's odd sounding.
That's the real McCoy.
Yeah, that's the real McCoy.
They are
fake.
They are a German band.
Ah.
Yeah, so real McCoy is German. I talk to you. It's just, you can tell that the pronunciation, the cadence, it's just a little bit off. And the same thing in the Barbie song, Hello by Aqua. Hello, I'm a Barbie girl. The guy that talks in that thing just sounds, and people are probably saying the same thing about me talking right now. Here. All right, so that real McCoy is German?
According to the Wikipedia, yes.
And Real McCoy is a German Eurodance and pop music project best known for its hit singles Another Night and Automatic Lover. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, you have.
I have not. Are they still active?
Wanna be a lover. How does it go?
Automatic
that's
Lover.
That's Lover Girl by Billy Ocean.
How are you conflating Billy Ocean's Lover Girl?
One of the finest musicians in the history of mankind, Mr. Billy Ocean.
No, but something else. Something else. And Roxanne, we'll get to your brilliant lottery idea in just a second, but this just popped up. When I started that song, right after the commercial break, and we started something dawned on me. It would take a real student of MJ Morning Show history to know what I'm about to say. Maybe I should offer like $10,000 cash if somebody could come up with the answer or something. No, I better not do that.
I mean, we need some kind of context as to what you're thinking.
I'm going to give you the context right now. The minute I played this song, underneath the commercial that we ran during the last episode of Seinfeld on NBC Channel 8, back when Seinfeld ended in, 99?
99, yeah.
Was that it? Was it 99?
I think it was 98.
Whatever the hell it was. Look for last Seinfeld episode. No, seriously. We used that song because it was like a pretty big hit around that time, or maybe a little earlier. And we used that music from Real McCoy. We used that underneath the commercial. We produced the commercial at Channel 8. So, yes, what?
Froggy is correct.
That's right.
It was 98?
May 14th, 1998.
The final episode of Seinfeld was May 14th, 1998, according to the Wikipedia. Audience of 76 million viewers. On network TV these days, they're happy if they get like 4 or 5 million viewers. Remember American Idol? Just like in 2002, 2004, 2005, 2006, American Idol used to pull like 26 to 30 million people an episode.
Unbelievable.
And now American Idol with Seacrust, is that even on anymore? Are they still doing it, or are they giving up on that?
I feel like they are. I feel like I've seen commercials for it. It's not on Fox anymore.
Oh, it's on ABC. Now you see like the numbers, they'll pull like 4 or 5 million people, 6 million, and it's like, yay, oh, look at this. I mean, it's amazing what's happened to the viewership on just regular network television. But yeah, we bought a commercial. Little MJ morning show, MJ and BJ morning show history, that we bought a local avail. We bought a local commercial, and do you know how much that one 30-second spot during and this is when, man, we radio stations used to spend money on promotions, and you spend money to make money, and it's kind of tough these days. I couldn't believe I got a little billboard money last year, trying to get more billboard money this year, and it's like it's like trying to pass that 10-millimeter stone through my. Didn't happen. All right. So, we spent $25,000 $1,000. 30-second commercial. Can I help you guys? You guys are doing everything to distract
Yeah,
me.
what's happening?
What is going on?
Why do you have shoes?
I mean,
Hold on, Roxanne, hold on,
really, I'm
we're
just
not
trying to do a radio show here.
We're not
and
trying-
you're doing
Sorry.
everything. You're making noise over there.
we're
You
not
guys
try-
are talking to each other. Could
Did
you
you
guys do
hear-
anything? How about if I fly an airplane, you distract me while I'm landing? How about that? How about
Excuse me, pilot, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, pilot.
Why are you
pilot.
holding shoes?
Okay, did you hear that crash like a muffled crash?
I heard a noise, and then you guys are talking, and like I
Roxanne's
said,
whole bag of clothing falls from her position onto my position, and I get
oh my God.
pierced
Hold on.
in my calf.
First
with
of
these-
all, these shoes are hideous.
Your shoes are hideous.
I have brand New Balance 990 version 6s that I got from Ken at New Balance at West Shore on Sunday.
those are
and,
sparkly.
and these are awesome.
You know what you are?
These shoes
MJ?
look like a Salvation Army pick.
You're
What-
fashion blind, is what you are. You're fashion blind.
hold these shoes up.
yeah, they're
Wow.
Roxanne's
Very bedazzling.
size
are those
7.5 high heel.
Wait a minute. Are those from Pay Even Less Shoe Source?
These are
What
nice
is
shoes.
your
I think they're
fascination
nice.
No,
with
listen.
ripping my clothing
Well,
and my shoes,
because-
MJ? We have a photo shoot today.
Because they look like they're from Claire's.
Hold on, we have a
I
photo
mean,
shoot.
they look like they're 12-year-old sparkly shoes.
We have
Oh
a
crap! I can't, come on with the photo.
yeah, we have the photo shoot
We have
today.
a photo shoot for a moving company, and she's wearing gala shoes.
Yeah, well, also, hey, how about you spray them red? They'll be like the Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
They'll be like the ruby slippers.
Okay, so
Oh my God.
I
I
will
forgot
tell
to
you,
shave.
I've seen Roxanne wear these shoes before, and she looks great in them. But why are you just carrying these loose shoes? And they,
Because I have to put on a different outfit today. Okay, back to what you were talking
All
about,
right.
MJ. Give me my shoes.
keep
I
going.
had to take them out of the bag because I was digging for my plug to plug my computer and it was about to conk out. That's
If you got here just 2 minutes earlier, you'd be able to do all of this stuff and set yourself up
But
instead
then-
of like
but then-
distracting the
but then
whole show.
Look at this great shot. Andrew, can we go to Fester's camera?
Oh, God.
I'm going to keep Roxanne's shoe on my shoulder. All
Like a parrot.
Show.
You guys really derailed the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
here's
So
your shoe back.
where the
Rox.
hell was I? Oh, so the real McCoy and this damn song. This was the song we played underneath our 30-second commercial for the MJ and BJ morning show.
And never guessed that one.
And the finale of Seinfeld. Literally, we bought
Oh
one.
my God.
Jesus,
I'm sorry.
Can I please just do a damn show? What was that?
So let it go.
Is that a
Let it
ball?
go. It's
now
mine.
now they're
It's
arguing.
mine now.
Now
Let it
they're
go, Rox.
arguing over something.
Her bra fell too.
Oh my God!
Yeah, look at this.
Oh,
Look at
What's
that.
happening?
I didn't see it because it's black and the floor is black.
I'm now.
But I got hit with her clothing. I saw like a skirt that she picked up right away and like some purple shirt. And then I looked
Oh,
down.
why is it? It's wet.
Ew!
Oh, why is it?
Fester's sweaty hands were
Because
touching
we were
it.
fighting over it.
Boob sweat.
It
my
might be some like leftover
God.
Give
alcohol
me
in
my
the.
bra, please.
Oh no! Oh, MJ! Oh.
It's a blindfold, folks. You're gonna want to watch MJ TV a little later today.
Man, Michelle's gonna have a talk with you.
What do you think?
Oh man!
Oh my gosh.
I didn't see it before because it's the same
It's the
color as
same
the
color as the
floor.
floor.
But
Okay.
I try to roll my chair
So-
and I get stuck on it.
Okay,
You're
enough.
you're carrying a bra,
Yes,
a
I
loose
have to
bra.
wear a different shirt for the photo shoot, and that's the one. That's the one I have to wear underneath it.
It's a strapless
Stop
bra,
reading
right?
my bra size.
34C. That's what it says. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Throw it
Listen.
back. I wanted to have it, but I didn't want it to be stuck under my chair.
Is that your size? You're a 34C? Is
That's
that
what
it?
it says, right? You can read numbers and letters. You're as good as Daviana. You're really getting there.
I mean, it's
All
some
right.
ABCs and
real preschool
Yep.
stuff
Hey.
here.
Today's MJ Morning Show is brought to you by the number 34 and the letter C. Dun, 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 dun. Sunny days.
Okay, I forgot the next
Yeah,
line.
sunny days. Sweeping the clouds
Clouds
away. Yeah, there you go. All right, would you like your... This is padded, too. Does this give you a little extra,
We'll find out at photo shoot
little
time,
extra.
I guess.
Oh, there's an underwire. What if I bent the hell out of this
No,
underwire?
please don't.
All right, I won't.
Please
Are there
don't.
built-in
All
nipples
right,
in that?
would you like your bra back? My God.
We didn't mean to distract the show. MJ, I literally got hit with half of Roxanne's wardrobe this morning when her bag fell
My
over.
God. We didn't even get to your lottery idea. What the hell?
I don't think it's as good as this.
We didn't really get to your real McCoy idea.
No, it wasn't an idea. I was just saying that when I started playing that Real McCoy song, that's the song we used underneath the Seinfeld finale commercial that we did for the MJ and BJ morning show. One commercial, it ran one time. We paid $25,000 to Channel 8 to run it after the network commercials. You know, the local stations get like a local avail, and we bought one of the local avails. One spot, $25,000, and I just remembered that that's the song we played. All right, Roxanne.
Yes.
When we get back, I need to hear your lotto idea that you were kind of tepid to actually deliver on the air.
Yeah.
And also morons.
But I'll deliver it now. We delivered my bra size, so what does it even matter?
There you go. And then we'll get to early morons in the news next. We're loaded, baby. And if you want to see Roxanne's bra, just go back and look at it later on MJ TV. You go to mjmorningshow.com. You click on MJ TV at the top. And, of course, you can watch us live. Click the live button. 6 to 10 a.m., but afterward you can go back and watch any show at any time at your leisure. Simple as that. All right, 6:32. A couple of phenomenal clients on the MJ Morning Show like Zero Res. Now, what is it with... All right, Roxanne. Go on, light us up. All right, Roxanne, light us up with your brilliant lottery idea prior to us going to early morons of the news on the MJ Morning Show.
Okay, a lot of people like to play the lottery, right?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be exciting?
Hey, I lit another $30 on fire last night.
Right.
You know what I did? I went to Publix last night. I built in my lotto purchase into my walk. So kickoff for the Bucks was early last night. It was 7:15. So 2 Monday Night Football games going. We had the earlier kickoff. And what was it? LA and Bengals, right? I think that was the second game for Monday Night Football. So I built in my Powerball purchase into my walk. So I extended my walk last night. I actually walked to Publix on Kennedy across from West Shore Plaza, and I picked up my Powerball tickets. I dropped another $30. I bought 10 quick picks with Power Play, and it was $30. And I did, however, scan my loser ticket from Saturday night's drawing, and I actually got $16. So I don't know, they put it in the machine, and it gives you the da-da, you hear like a ting, right? The little sound effects go. So I think they did that. So when you go to a store, and if you go to like some seedy operation, where they're selling like crack pipes on the counter, at checkout. If you go to, you don't want to get ripped off because, there are places where over the years, we've done these stories where they'll tell somebody, nope, sorry, your ticket's not a winner. And they know it's a winner and they pocket it. So I think in response to that, lotteries and with Florida lottery, what are you smiling at over there? That's why the machine, I think, goes, da-da, it makes that noise. So when they scan your ticket, it goes, da-da, and it makes little sound effects. So they can't. What are you giggling at? Are you on laughing gas this morning?
The texts are coming through. Gosh, Roxanne, this is a great idea. I love it. Oh, wait, you're not talking.
I mean, it's true.
They're like rolling in.
All right, can we hear your idea before I get to early morons in the news?
I'm dying to hear
I'm sorry. This better be good, right? Okay, I think it is. So everybody loves lotto tickets, right? So let's all of us.
I don't think everyone loves lotto tickets.
A lot of our listeners do.
I don't love them.
Okay, so we're going to all buy scratch-offs every week. And then on Friday, we're all going to just sit here and scratch them off and go around the room. And so I thought of two different ways. Either we could be playing like with a charity, or we could have callers call in and get matched with us. And so it's like Jill and Roxanne. Okay, what do you have? And then I'm like scratching.
Are you on drugs?
Wow.
And I haven't quite thought of the name, but it's got to incorporate because it's Powerball, so like balls and scratch. No, it's not Powerball. Never mind.
Scratch your Powerballs? That's the name of your contest?
I'm leaving that up to you guys. Okay, but I think it's a great way to involve listeners, and it's something to look forward to every Friday.
I have no idea what your concept is. Can you what?
Yeah, lay it out a little of what we're playing.
We buy lotto tickets.
All right, just talk normally.
Hold on, there's two kinds of things. There's Powerball tickets, Mega Millions tickets, and then there's
she's saying scratchers.
Right, but she's using the terms interchangeably.
So we buy
scratchers.
We buy Florida lottery scratcher
scratchers.
tickets.
Yes.
And then what do we do with the scratchers?
It's like Friday and we do something fun and we say, okay, it's Roxanne's turn. She's going to scratch off her ticket. She's matched with Cindy.
Yeah.
And so Cindy's on the line and Cindy's like, okay, did you get anything? Did you win? And we're all sitting here scratching.
So what are you saying? If you win like $5 million, that what, you're going to give Cindy the $5 million?
Yeah. No, not her. All of it. We'll split it.
No.
It's brilliant.
Forget
I love it.
Forget the $5 million winner. What happens if you win $10?
Oh.
No, you got to give it to Cindy. You got to give her half. Because it's 50-50.
Call in
Cindy,
for $5?
Yeah, call in for $5.
It's just the excitement of it. And
oh,
it's
that's
the,
exciting. I'm on the edge of my seat.
I say we do it. This Friday at 7:45 in the morning. All four of us have scratcher tickets. I'll go out. I'll pick them up. I'll pick up a $20 scratcher for each of us, and we get a lucky winner on the line, and we pair up with somebody.
Yes, we pair up with somebody.
And it'll be like, Fester and and Bert and Froggy and whoever.
Oh, this is Bert.
Yeah. Hey, Bert, where are you calling from?
Sesame Street.
Okay.
I got Ernie's next. Ernie's next to me in bed over here.
I'm paired with Oscar.
All right.
Ernie's right next to me in bed over here.
Wake up, Ernie.
Okay.
I've always wondered about those two.
I mean, just some like listener interaction.
Yeah, MJ,
people
that's what
love
we need.
Lotto, and just like the excitement of like.
Can't you feel the excitement right now of possibly winning half a prize from the radio personality?
I don't know why you're all jacked up like you're on crack, all excited about this.
Oh no,
thing.
this is great. MJ, I say we do it. I say we give her just enough rope.
You're just egging. No,
this is brilliant.
Egging her on. That's it.
No, this is Roxanne.
Egging her on.
Keep them coming.
Today's crazy.
Yeah.
What's happening?
So, speaking of lottery, no Powerball winner last night. So Saturday, Wednesday? What's today? Today's
Tuesday.
Yeah. So Wednesday.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow, Wednesday's jackpot's going to climb to about $835 million, as we're closing in on that $1 billion again for Powerball. And like I said, I lit another $30 on fire. Well, actually, for Saturday, I only lit $14 on fire because I got 16 back on my 30. So I have no idea. I never look at the numbers. I just wait to hear the news. If there's like a winner in Florida and it was sold at like the store where I bought it, then, okay, all right, let me check my numbers. Otherwise, I just take my tickets when I go shopping at Publix or whatever, I just take my ticket up to the counter and have them scan it, and I hope to hear the the little noise.
It looks like you might have had one number plus the Powerball. That's like the $16 prize or something like that.
For $16?
Yeah, I have a whole price chart. I don't exactly know how to
I
read
don't even
it.
know. I just know what the computer said. I won $16. I won $16.
Unlike Friday when we have the MJ Morning Show Scratch Off a Palooza, where listeners get to call in and pair in with their favorite morning show personality, and we can have the $20 gold rush.
I love it.
Yeah, and then,
hey,
and then we
congratulations. You win $10.
we keep track of who's the best.
Yes.
Right? And then
All right, Fester, why?
We can start a lottery scratch-off league.
Why don't we just do it the entire show, all 4 hours?
Boom! Mind blown. Brilliant.
you guys just don't like to have fun.
What? I'm all for this. Yes.
MJ, you don't like to have fun.
MJ doesn't like to have fun, Roxanne.
Yeah, Fester's all for it, and he just minutes ago said, give Roxanne enough rope. That's
Listen,
great.
Let me just say,
great.
says the host of the show that's giving away a rice maker.
Yes.
I'm giving away over $1,000 in rice makers.
Yeah.
odd.
It's rice, baby.
Listen, it's an unconventional contest.
We have a song.
Do you realize that I haven't even gotten to early morons in the news yet? Do you realize that
Because we're brainstorming. We're like
Yeah.
throwing ideas around.
Yo, MJ, let's kick it. Rice, baby. Rice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. MJ got something new for the kitchen. Cook it, either brown or whitely. Flow with the rice both daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn on the switch. Watch it go. If there was a problem with your sushi, kick out the rice with your new Zojirushi. Rice, baby.
Listen, it's unconventional, and I've said this from the beginning. I mean, expect the unexpected with the MJ Morning Show. Oh, you're saying expect hence the just let's all buy scratcher tickets and then get a listener on the line and give the listener half of whatever we win with our scratcher.
I mean, how riveting
I'm
is
not
that?
giving people half a rice maker. When I take an axe, I just chop the rice maker. You got wires and circuit boards hanging out and everything.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So with the rice maker, I mean, it's a great gift, but not everybody.
That's what it's going to sound like.
All right, Susan, are you ready? You're teamed up with Roxanne. Let's see what she
So
got.
we got a $2 winner here. So you win $1. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations. Yes.
All right. Enough of that.
Anyway, so yes, I'm giving away another rice maker today. Zojirushi, the best name in rice makers worldwide, like top brand in Japan, and they know their rice. They gave me 5 rice makers because they follow my social media. They saw that I shoot videos and I comment on their rice maker. So Zojirushi says, hey, thanks for shooting videos and featuring our rice maker and
Yes.
talking about the poke bowls you make and the salmon dish with the sticky rice. They said, thank you. Would you like to give away 5 rice makers during National Rice Month, which is September? And I said, yes. So expect the unconventional and the unexpected. I'm giving away another $200 plus Zojirushi rice maker after 9 o'clock. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention yesterday is that if you don't win, they set up a special promo code. If you buy any Zojirushi rice maker from their website, use the code MJ10 and get 10% off. How about
Perfect.
That?
Wow.
How about
Yeah.
that? Seriously.
Cool.
Yeah,
it is.
they paired with you because you are a micro influencer. And
I'm
so,
glad you didn't say I had a micro something else.
but the rice maker is great, but not everybody loves rice or cooks rice, but everybody likes money from lotto tickets.
All right.
This is like neck and neck of the two craziest ideas I've heard in a while.
I still didn't get to early morons in the news. All right, I got to do it next. Hold on. On the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. We're back in minutes, man. That was a weird first hour. I'll tell you that right now. If you don't have a... Q105, couple of minutes after 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining us, folks. Highly appreciate it. Cash Kitty happens in about an hour, so you're shot to win $1,000 with the Q105 Cash Kitty. Of course, 5 times a day. It's 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, 3 p.m., and 5. So we'll give you the little code word right around 8 o'clock this morning, and then you text it in, and you could win $1,000 with our national contest here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. All right, so some early morons in the news, running a little late on this. Have you guys seen the backlash, the dust-up on this New York Times columnist that complained on social media about his $78 lunch at the Newark airport? Now, airport food can be expensive, but this is a crazy story. A New Jersey restaurant was bashed by New York Times columnist David Brooks about high prices, and it was some kind of a burger and fries, and he was complaining, and he showed a picture, burger, fries, was like, and there was a drink as well. And he was complaining about. Fester just brought up the story here. What source is this? Hold on. What source is this one here that you have?
This is looks like it's regurgitated from another.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is a crazy story. It turns out that he had like a cheeseburger and fries, but also he had like 2 doubles of bourbon. So
that's the expensive one.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna get.
Hello. Yeah. So this guy, like he started a firestorm. So people know this David Brooks guy. He's a long time columnist for the New York Times. Whether you agree with his editorial position, that's up to you. But I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the fact that the restaurant, I guess they figured out that it was them because of, the table, the serving tray.
The airport.
The airport, Newark Liberty International Airport up in Newark, New Jersey. And it turns out to get to the number that he complained about, he had to have the burger, the fries, and then 2 doubles. Not 1 double, 2 doubles. And was he liquored up when he posted it? Was he still feeling the effects of the 2 double bourbons that he had? So that's how he got to $78. The original actual tweet that he put out, or X, whatever the hell they call it now. So the original, formerly known as Twitter tweet, this guy wrote, "This meal just cost me $78 at Newark Airport. This is why Americans think the economy is terrible." And he
included his drink in the
photo.
The drink is in the background, and then the restaurant said, "Yeah, that's us." And the only way he could have gotten to that was 2 doubles, and they're like, "Yeah, looks like you got a double bourbon over there." And that's so the guy.
Right. See, did he? I wonder if he posted this and wrote this when he was drinking. He was probably inebriated when he did it.
I said that 5 minutes ago.
So
yeah.
I would expect.
Okay.
I would expect that at an
I
airport.
did. I'm sorry. Listen, it's 104.7 FM.
Sometimes we reiterate points.
All right.
I would expect at an airport, which you might have inflated prices, this is a $20 hamburger. $20 for the hamburger and the fries. And
I don't think no, it's not 20. This ought to be tops at an airport. That ought to be $12.95.
Nothing's $12.95 at the airport.
Well,
not sit down service. He's sitting down at a restaurant.
All right, the gummy bears are $12.95 at the Hudson newsstand.
That's what I'm saying. It's an airport. You're paying a higher price. It's a $20 airport hamburger.
The update here is let me read this. Longtime New York Times columnist David Brooks finally addressed the firestorm surrounding his tweet griping about the terrible economy and said he should have never written the insensitive post. Brooks, 62, claimed in a Friday interview that he was making a joke when he complained that his boozy $78 airport dinner was reflective of the everyday struggles American families face amid ongoing inflation. The political commentator said he was in a state of sticker shock when he was handed the bill for his hamburger and a tall glass of whiskey, which he imagined ordinary people experience when they visit the grocery store. Anyway, they say it wasn't just a tall guy. Apparently, he had 2 doubles.
That must have been $30 in drinks right there.
Okay, no, more.
More.
According to the New York Post,
Yeah.
the hamburger and fries was $17.
Okay, $17, so $16.99 or whatever for the hamburger and fries, and then 2 doubles of bourbon brought, with tax and everything, brought him to $78. Anyway, he tweeted this out, and then he got called out, and he looks like a doofus.
This place is so overpriced.
He looks like a closet alcoholic.
Fester, you can't say that.
He looks like one.
What is this, Hell Headline News? You can't say that.
He's having 2 doubles and then taking to social media?
Who does that?
Funny story. Funny story. Hey, speaking of food, gotta love this. Popeyes employee shot through the drive-through window after being fired.
Oh
my God.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Oh, my God. These stories are crazy, man. Authorities in Las Vegas say that a former Popeyes employee is in custody after he fired a gun through the restaurant's drive-through window. KVVU Las Vegas reports that Vegas Metropolitan Police received multiple calls at about 7:45 p.m. on September 7th for a shooting at a Popeyes restaurant on the west side of Las Vegas. Callers told police that an employee later identified as David Bravo.
That's the
Bravo!
Encore!
Oh, yeah.
David Bravo.
David Bravo.
Bravo.
So callers said that David Bravo walked up to the drive-through window and fired 1 shot into the restaurant. A manager at the Popeyes location informed officers that she had just fired Bravo. Oh, so he gets fired and then he goes to the restaurant and fires a shot?
Yeah. He really is a D Bravo.
Yeah. So he fired the shot into the restaurant.
You're supposed to say Delta.
I know, but I just.
You're supposed to say Delta.
But his name's David, so.
Yeah, Delta Bravo. Yeah, so Bravo reportedly was upset regarding a scheduling change, got into an argument with another employee. He said that he was going to walk out if his shift was changed. A manager advised Bravo that if he walked out, his employment would be terminated. He walked out, no further contact until he came back to the restaurant and fired a shot through the drive-through window.
Love that chicken from Popeye.
Listen, dude. So now you're going to be hit with a felony rap. You're going to go to Nevada State Prison for a number of years for what you did, you dope. I mean, fast food gigs, the fast food restaurants are clamoring to hire people. There's a total shortage. Dude, you could have just walked across the street to McDonald's or Burger King or whatever.
Could have kept it the chicken family.
What's that jingle they're doing at Burger King now? The new version of the Have It Your Way jingle. It's like, David Bravo, come across the street. How does that thing go? Hold a pick or have it your way. I mean, we got to do a jingle for this guy. Yeah, stay out of state prison and just go work at any number of other fast food restaurants that are probably waiting for you to get hired, waiting for you to walk through the door. Probably get a signing bonus to work at fast food. I mean, I don't know if that's still going on, but remember, just like after the pandemic, there were like $200 signing bonus, $500 signing bonus if you come to work at McDonald's or wherever.
Yeah, but the catch was you had to work there for a little while.
According to the arrest report, Bravo took out a handgun from his waistband, began knocking on the drive-through window. Employees moved away from the window at the sight of the gun, and he fired once through the window, shattering the drive-through window. Police said they recovered a 9mm cartridge and a bullet fragment from the scene. There was also a bullet hole in the wall that separated the employee work area from where the customers would stand to order their food. Wow.
Did he hit the big vat of red beans and rice?
I don't think so. But
Hope not.
So good at Popeyes.
I had Popeyes over the weekend.
Yeah,
You had a
I'd say.
4-piece.
Popeyes does a nice job.
Once in a while.
I get a spicy breast and leg. It's been a while since I've been to Popeyes, but I like a Popeye spicy breast and leg.
I've had their spicy. They have a spicy chicken sandwich there, don't they?
Yeah, listen,
Good.
Very famous.
Popeyes does a decent job. I don't, but my options. I want my options as just regular or spicy. I don't want extra lead added to my order. Okay,
Please no.
that guy's absolutely nuts. What time is it? 7:13. I don't want to get too late here, so I got two other things I want to get. I got two other must-do idiot stories, which we will build in. We start an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ morning show next. We've got the rice maker I'm giving away in the 9 o'clock hour. This is a top-notch Zoji Rushi $200 plus rice cooker because they love my social media posts and it's National Rice Month. And Zoji Rushi America said, hey, you want to give away some rice makers? I'm like, damn right I will. I mean, what other morning show in America is giving away rice makers? I mean, hello? All right, so that's on the way. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Oh, guess what I saw last night? Do you remember the TV show that Michelle and I saw on British TV in December of 21? I came back after the holiday in January of 22. And I came back and I said, guys, you're not going to believe this. This is crazy. So the TV show that we saw, rack your brains, think about this. The TV show that Michelle and I saw, coming to U.S. television. Well,
oh, I know what it is.
all right, hold on. And then
I can't believe it.
and then Roxanne
What?
told me earlier. Roxanne told me earlier that she has a little bit of a dirty Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift story.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
So I don't. Should we do it? It's dirty, a little dirty.
You be the judge.
You
be the judge.
Oh boy!
Whoa.
All right, man. That is just a fragment of what's coming up. An hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. Don't move. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ Morning Show right now. But first, apparently, according to the statisticians, the experts, this has never, ever happened. Ever. Ever. Fester, what do you think? Do we make a little contest out of this? We go to phones and we'll see if people can guess what has never happened ever. Now, I'm kind of giving a hint here with the music and everything. Never, ever, 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 ever happened.
Can I recommend something?
Yes.
You stop doing that immediately.
ever.
Please.
Listen, I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting spin on everything.
How do you know?
But I probably maybe should use this music.
All right, now you're giving it away now.
Well, why am I giving it away?
Because something never, ever happened before.
I'll tell you what. Let's go to phones on this. MJ Morning Show, 7:27 in the morning here on a Tuesday morning. Who can tell us what the heck I'm talking about? What has never, ever, ever, ever happened? Does anyone know?
So vague.
800. Well, we've got some sleuths that are listening to the show. We have some detectives. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. What has never, ever happened ever? Do you know? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Let's go to phones. Do you know? Let me grab Z in Tampa. Z, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Can you tell me what's never, ever, ever, ever happened? And I'm giving clues by the music I'm playing.
There were more Philadelphia Eagle fans in the stands than Buck fans last night.
I don't know if that's the case. Not the Z.
Good
listen,
guess.
listen, very, very good guess.
It's a terrible guess.
Z, it is incorrect, but I think it's a good guess. I don't think technically there were more Eagles fans at Ray J than Bucks fans. However, I'll tell you what. I'm trying to think. Was it the fourth quarter at like maybe 4:12 left? You could hear the chant in Ray J. I meant to pull that audio. Son of a... Yeah, I meant to pull it off my TiVo last night, and I knew I forgot to do something. You could hear in the background the Eagles fans at Ray J on Monday Night Football on ABC last night. You could hear the Eagles fans going, "Let's go, Eagles!"
Yeah, well, listen, there were a lot of fans. And once it started raining and you realized the Buccaneers were getting their asses kicked and they're not going to win this game, let's get out of here. I mean, I would have left at the end of the third quarter.
Right. So you could hear on multiple occasions in the fourth quarter, you could hear the Eagles chants in the stands. That's not good. We should not be able to hear, "Let's go, Eagles," from throngs of Eagles fans on Tampa turf. Listen, Z, good guess, but not what I'm looking for. Thanks.
All right, bye. Have a good day, guys.
You have a
Blew
great
it,
day.
Z.
Oh, stop it, Froggy. Let me grab Richard in Tampa. Richard, what is your guess? What never happened and happened last night? Go.
First time ever Monday Night Football started at 7:15.
I guess stupid.
I don't know. Froggy, will you stop disparaging every caller? What is wrong with you?
It's Angry Froggy today.
Stop it. Stop it.
It's going to be mean to everybody for no reason.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Richard, not the answer I'm looking for.
Good job, Dick.
That's his name. That's his name.
Stop it.
Richard, it's just
Richard.
it's his nickname.
Richard, I think it's a good call, good guess, and I don't know if you're right or wrong, but that's not what I'm looking for, but I appreciate it. Richard?
Okay.
Yep, thank you.
Thank
All
you,
right, Richard, have a great
All right,
day, buddy.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Jeez.
All right, let's grab Kyle. Kyle in Wesley Chapel. Kyle, what happened last night? Monday Night Football's never happened before.
Oh, man. Now I changed my guess. But I'm going to say the Tampa Bay flag got ripped in the end zone.
That's very specific, Kyle.
Yeah.
Did that happen? I don't know.
I mean, you went for it.
Anyway, Kyle, good guess,
Good
but
guess.
incorrect. Let me grab, is it Erie? Wait a minute. The name on the screen is E-A-R-Y.
Like early, but without the L.
How do you pronounce your name? How do you say it?
Scary.
Hold on.
The G and the E he mistyped.
Hold on. Say your name again, please.
Gary.
Gary.
It's Gary.
Gary.
It says it's an E instead of a G.
So Andrew typed the E instead of a G.
Aye.
Okay.
It's not Erie, Pennsylvania. It's Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, Gary and Hudson. Gary, what's never happened before in the history of the NFL?
The final score, 25-11.
That is
guess is so dumb.
That is correct. Gary, that is 100% right. In the history of the National Football League, there has never been a 25-11 score ever.
And one of you sports geniuses, I forget which, if it was MJ or Fester, said that this morning. What an odd score. It was you, Fester.
I said it was an odd score, and then as the morning news cycle starts kicking up, I'm like, holy crap, that score's never been out before?
Never seen before in NFL history a score of 25-11. You think of the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of games, there has never been a 25-11 score ever in the history of the NFL. Wow. Gary, how'd you know that, buddy?
Pretty good guess, but I follow that a lot.
Yeah, anyway, great guess. Hey, Gary, thanks for listening, buddy.
The only thing is, I'm not a Tampa fan, though.
I can tell it by your voice, Gary. You're an Eagles fan.
All right, thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. So he said he's not a Tampa fan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably not an Eagles fan. Otherwise, he would have been more excited than, comatose.
They expect it. They're serious. They're all business when it comes to their team.
MJ, there were two scores over the weekend that was the first time ever. The Buccaneers-Eagles score, 25-11.
Right.
And also the Dolphins-Broncos.
Oh.
There's never been a 70-20 score.
No, but there's been a 70.
Right, but
You have to go back to 1966, where there had been a team that had scored 70 points.
Right, but 70-20's never happened either.
All right. But as far as the Bucs go, that's the answer there. There you go. Fester.
Yes.
Why are you fixated on the Roman Empire? Fester's like, hey, I know this is odd. I know this is kind of strange, but we got to talk about the Roman Empire. It's really big right now. The Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Why is it big suddenly after thousands of years?
All right, it's like this social media thing that's happening, and I'm not 100%
Wait a minute.
sure.
You're telling me there's a social media thing happening right now with the Roman Empire?
Yes.
Well, are they catching up because there was no Instagram and Twitter back then?
They just opened their account.
So how is it a thing?
What is Julius Caesar's handle on Instagram?
E2 Brute.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
What were you going to say, Rox?
How is it elaborate, Fester?
So on social media,
obviously,
and my wife saw this over the weekend, and she goes, "Can I ask you a question?"
All right, stop.
Please do not talk like that.
That's exactly how she sounds.
Yeah, Fester makes
just like
she's like, "Oh my God!"
Fester makes Allison, his wife, sound like she's like in the Californian skit on Saturday Night Live.
Like, I have a very important question for you,
Fester.
I'm like, yes, honey. What's your question? She goes, do you ever think about the Roman Empire?
Fester, just talk normally, please.
She talks more like this when she's angry at me.
Okay.
She talks more like this when she's angry at me.
Fester,
Stop it.
Talk in a normal freaking voice.
She asked me,
do I
ever think
Turn
about...
off his mic.
That's what she said. She goes, do you ever think about the Roman Empire? Except she said it more like, do you ever think about the Roman Empire?
Stop.
Okay. So, do you ever think about the Roman Empire? And I'm like, excuse me? And she goes, do you ever? And I was like, I thought about it for a couple of seconds, and the answer was no. I don't spend time pondering.
Explain what's going on. So the Roman Empire is like trending on social media, and people. Can you please explain what the hell is going on? And do our audience members, do the people listening to the show know what's going on with the Roman Empire?
I don't know, but there's this whole thing about, are people on social media asking men why are they doing that?
So it has to do with men.
Why do men think about the Roman Empire? And then I saw that there was some history that the average man thinks about the Roman Empire at least once a year, and then.
But this is going.
Everybody thinks about everything all the time.
This is going back to dating, though. Apparently, on social media, people are asking, or women are asking men, how often you think about the Roman Empire.
Yes.
And this has to do with dating?
I have no idea.
It's so weird.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
It's a thing.
That's true. You got to come with more like substantial facts.
All right, hold on a sec. I just brought up a story. Hold on a minute. This is from...
The fact is I don't know what the hell's going on.
Hold on. This is from the 22nd of September. This is just, 4 days ago. This is from CBSNews.com. Why are people on TikTok? God, I hate TikTok.
Oh.
It's a Chinese spy operation. Then if it's on TikTok and it's a Chinese spy operation, it ought to be, why are people asking men how they feel about the Ming Dynasty?
Yes.
All right. So why are people asking men how often they think about the Roman Empire? We're getting calls. Andrew just said we've got calls on hold. 800-990-1047. 800. So women, are you asking men about how often they think about the Roman Empire?
Wait a second. This doesn't have to do with because the Roman Empire collapsed and are we going to collapse?
I
Is
don't
it like
know.
that?
It might.
800-990-1047. All right. Now, I have the CBS News story, but before I read that, I want to grab Melissa in Largo has called in unsolicited first. Melissa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, MJ, I can do a lot better job than Fester was bumbling there doing.
I can do a lot better.
That's my girl.
Fester
Melissa, I
bumbling.
acknowledged I didn't know. I didn't bumble it. I didn't.
Okay.
Melissa, what is the whole Roman Empire deal?
Initially, there was a woman on TikTok that came across a research that most men think about the Roman Empire at least once a day. And when she came across this information, she was like, there's absolutely no way that this is true. So she started to kind of conduct her own study, asking people on her campus and asking her husband. And she did find that most men would respond that they've thought about it once a week. Oh, I thought about it. Yeah, I did think about it today. And it was just alarming. So she put it out there to other women, start asking men that you know, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And she was astounded, and we've all been astounded. I asked my own son, and he said, yeah, I thought about it yesterday. So it's shocking to find out that men think about the Roman Empire. And what is it? Is it a gladiator type of a thing? Is it a fall of America thing? Who knows? But just to even ask...
Is it a betrayal thing?
Whatever.
Yeah. Women had no idea that this was happening because we rarely ever think about the Roman Empire.
Well, I'm trying to think about, Melissa, the last time that I thought about the Roman Empire. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a real man or something. I can't tell you. I can't tell you the last time I thought about the Roman Empire. I'm trying.
Aside from like a movie like Gladiator or something like that where there's imagery in your face, I've never just sat down and contemplated the thoughts of Julius Caesar or anything like that.
Right. Truly.
Okay,
seriously.
This started on TikTok, did we say? Is
Yeah,
that where it came about?
That's what the story apparently said.
So
Listen,
on
I hate to mention TikTok, but listen.
That's where it started.
Maybe it's just, like a propaganda piece to get everyone all twisted that we're thinking about the Roman Empire. We're going to collapse like the Roman Empire.
The downfall of America.
Yes, exactly.
The Chinese communist TikTok
they
operation.
Put it out there just to mess with us, like a Jedi mind trick kind of deal.
Yeah.
From the Romans?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. All right, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I love when the caller gets rid of us.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Thanks for calling. I gotta call somebody. I gotta call another morning show now.
Have a great day, Melissa.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a better goodbye.
Listen, it's a legitimate thing right now that's happening on social media. People asking the men in their lives, do you ever think about the Roman Empire?
What? That's insane.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm going to not do that because everybody's doing it on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I am I'm shocked. Hold on a minute. You want me to grab Tim? Let me grab Tim in West Chase. Let me get a male perspective on this, on the Roman Empire. Then I got to move on. Hey, Tim, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, guys, big fans. Not a big TikTok guy, but however.
Either am I. I do not have a TikTok account. I think everyone ought to get TikTok off their phones. The Chinese commies are collecting all this data on Americans. Anyway, go ahead.
You're probably right, but they are.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Probably I am right. Go ahead.
Yep. I do think about the Roman Empire all the time.
Why? What brings it up? What crosses your mind that is Roman Empire related?
Maybe because we learned about it every day in school, but it's just kind of fascinating how they conquered the world like that. And, I mean, who doesn't want to be a Spartan warrior?
Okay.
You went to a school where you learned about it every day?
No, every year. Every year you learn something about the Roman Empire, right? I mean,
maybe
people want to go see the pyramids. How else do you think about that?
Well, that's Egyptian, but
I don't think about the pyramids either. I mean, yeah.
You got to start thinking, man. That's why you can't think of us a good storyteller.
Yeah, I'm the one that can't think of stories. You're right.
Tim, listen.
He's a good story. Fester's a good.
Appreciate the call, Tim. And
I don't know.
And listen, apparently this is something. But before I move on,
I think it's getting people all twisted. Just don't think about the Roman Empire.
Before I move on, I got to be honest. I can't tell you the last time I had specific thoughts about the Roman Empire. So, for me,
it's just weird.
Yeah. All right, now I am shocked and amazed. My kids are not bugging the crap out of me for the iPhone 15 yet. They've not climbed up my butt saying, Daddy, can we get the iPhone 15? Now, the kids are rocking the iPhone 12s. So we got them 12s like for a Christmas gift. What was that, 3 models ago? So almost 3 years ago. I think it was like Christmas time 3 years ago, the kids got iPhone 12s. Julian wanted the bigger one. Chloe was fine with the smaller one, but they're not bugging me yet. Also, the reason why I'm bringing this up, I got 2 other additional things. The iPhone 15 Pro Max back glass cracks within seconds in a durability test.
That's not good.
No.
Jeez.
This is from 9to5mac.com. I've seen this. It's a computer website. It's kind of Apple and Mac centric. The iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max feature an all-new chassis design made out of what Apple says is grade 5 titanium. Actually, it's kind of a clad, the whole thing is, and it's like an aluminum frame, and they put like a little layer of like titanium clad on it. So, because if that whole thing was titanium, it would be just too freaking expensive. So a drop test raised early concerns about the durability of the new design. Jerry Rig Everything. I've seen this guy's YouTube videos before. He posted his annual durability test with the iPhone 15. Oh, and this guy proceeds to take the iPhone apart in the most destructive fashion. Man, I have never been glued to a screen for 15 minutes watching a guy unscrew. The guy's like dead. Hey, bring up this guy.
What's his name?
Go to YouTube. And type in Jerry Rig Everything. Jerry Rig Everything, iPhone 15. Jerry Rig Everything, iPhone 15. You got to bring this guy up because I guess his little durability test. Do you have it? Oh, yeah. How much titanium does the iPhone actually have? I bring that up right there. I bring up the audio.
It's going to be a commercial, a small commercial.
All right, 3, 2, 1, next. Skip.
My titanium iPhone 15 Pro Max has had a very long, tired day, and it's not over yet.
Listen to this guy talk.
We're going to get the lowdown on Apple's newest titanium smartphone. This first day of my iPhone's life will also need to be his last day, and it's only fair we give him one last sip of electrons before he goes.
Jerry ruins
My
everything.
Sponsor Anchor just released a brand new 10,000
Now he's plugging an Anchor battery bank.
Power bank with a built-in USB.
Anyway, this guy I stroll in.
You got to pay the bills. All right, here we go.
Go in. No, go in even further. Go in like 3/4 of the way in. Look at this thing. You got to see what this phone
Apple
looks like.
Says all the gold inside of these units.
So he's look at the. Go in further.
We have a 40.
Maybe I should.
The bandwidth.
Look at this thing.
He has everything torn apart.
The whole phone is destroyed.
It's like someone's friend owns a tiny screw factory, and Apple is single-handedly trying to keep
listen to this.
soldered to the back of the.
He's complaining about how many little bitty screws and how many different sizes. Listen.
Connector on a cable this long
Right,
just
you gotta hear
doesn't have
this.
the
It's
bandwidth
hysterical.
needed to handle 5G. The whole phone design is kind of whack. It's like someone's friend owns a tiny screw factory, and Apple is single-handedly trying to keep them in business.
Look at all those microscopic screws. That's amazing.
But all different sizes and like a jillion screws in this thing. I mean, and they got little like Chinese 5-year-olds putting these things together over there. So
I mean, I guess you need the little hands.
Anyway, So another Fester. Come on. For the little screws?
I mean, for the little, yeah, I mean.
Little child labor going. All right, now, this is a little odd. The new, and I'm a Google phone person. Michelle and I are both Android. The kids, they think we're the worst. The kids think that we're like, like out of touch. The fact that mommy and daddy don't have the latest and greatest iPhone. The fact that we're Android users. And I'm excited because the Google Pixel 8, the 8 Pro, is about to drop. They have their big announcement coming on October 4th at the Made by Google in New York, right? So I'm looking forward.
I met a girl this weekend who went iPhone to Google phone, iPhone to Android.
Yep.
She's trying to convince me to.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean,
listen,
that's a thing. But you were never an iPhone guy.
I've never had an iPhone in my life. I have never had an iPhone ever. I've had iPods. I've had numerous iPads. I got a 12.9 Pro iPad right now, but I use my Surface by Microsoft, my Pro 8, more than my iPad now. Maybe I ought to just give my iPad away on the air as a prize or something. But here's the deal. Is this odd? Is this intentional? Is it just a coincidence? So my battery life has been slowly declining because I use my phone a lot, and my Pixel 6 Pro is going to be 2 years old next month. But here's what happened. You got the new Google event coming up on October 4th. They're rolling out the new Google Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro. I just downloaded the September Android update like a week ago. My battery life has gotten even suckier all of a sudden. I mean, my battery is dead now by like 1 o'clock in the afternoon after an all-night charge, 2 o'clock.
Oh, that's annoying.
So did they just, like with the latest update, with the new phone coming out, did they just jimmy up my battery and to kind of push me into having to buy the new Pixel 8? I mean, isn't it a little weird on the timing that my phone was lasting almost the entire day, like to early evening, and suddenly 2 weeks before launch, I download the new Android update for the month, and my battery life goes to even more hell in a handbasket, whereas I don't even get a half a day out of my phone. Is that a little suspicious? Is that like a little bit of a shove? Oh, yeah, you need to get the new Pixel 8 Pro because your battery life really sucks now. It's just it just seemed to happen like, boom, like somebody flipped a switch.
Wasn't there a class action lawsuit against Apple?
Yeah, they were slowing
down data or something.
Well, I think that wasn't that part of the settlement where a listener sent me a picture of her 16-cent check from Apple?
Yeah.
16 cents. Got a check. Cost 50 cents to mail the thing. It's a 16-cent check. I mean, you got to be kidding me. So I just wanted to point that out. Just a little strange on the whole phone deal and my battery life all of a sudden. 7:48 at the MJ Morning Show. Folks, it's going to happen in an hour and 12 or 15 or 20 minutes from right now.
Yo, MJ, let's kick it. Rice, baby.
That's right. Rice, baby.
Rice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. MJ got something new for the kitchen. Cook it, either brown or whitely. Flow with the rice, both daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn on the switch, watch it go. If there was a problem with your sushi, kick out the rice with your new zojirushi. Rice, baby. Let's fill the rice, baby. Let's fill the rice, baby. Let's fill the rice, baby.
That could mean just one thing, folks.
Yo, man, let's get out of here. Word to the MJ Morning Show.
Yo. Yeah, giving away another zojirushi top quality rice maker, a rice cooker. Top Japanese rice cooker brand in the world, zojirushi. And they gave me 5 of them to give away this week. We gave away one yesterday after 9 o'clock. I'll give away another one after 9 o'clock. And it's all because it's like, you know what? It's like Oprah. It's like MJ's favorite things. Remember Oprah did Oprah's favorite things?
Yeah, that was a good list. Yeah, she did books and stuff too.
Is that when she did the car? Oh, no. She did it later.
But every year, like around Christmas time, she would have Oprah's favorite things.
Oh, and she would like totally blow up companies. Like companies would like have business out the waz because Oprah talked about it.
Remember she did her favorite toilet paper and like Angel Soft was like through the roof.
Only one toilet paper is good enough for Oprah ass.
Double ply.
Everybody gets a roll.
You get a roll.
You get a roll. You get a roll. Everybody gets a roll.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
Anyway, so it's MJ's favorite things with the rice cooker. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I post, my cooking, making cacio pepe at home or making my ice cream, making, the fish dishes my kids love with the Japanese sticky rice. And I feature the Zoji Rushi rice maker. They saw my social media. They realized I was a radio show host and they said, hey, it's National Rice Month in September. You want to give away some of our rice makers? And I said, sure.
Absolutely.
So we give away 5 of these things. We gave away one yesterday, and then we'll do another one today after 9 a.m., and then tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, I'm giving away 5 of these rice makers. What other morning show in the history of radio has ever given away 5 rice makers live on the air? I don't think it's ever happened.
All right. So the cooler part of this whole thing, MJ,
right,
is that what did you talk about, the discount code?
Oh yeah. This is important. And it only runs through Saturday. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
They even set up a discount code. So if you don't win the rice maker this week, or if you want a different rice maker, if you go to Zoji Rushi, ZOJIRUSHI, zojirushi.com, they'll give you 10% off any rice cooker. So if you use the promo code MJ10, they set up an MJ10 promo code to get 10% off any rice cooker that you want.
That's
it's
cool.
only for the rice cookers because they do a lot of other products as well. So use the code MJ10 at checkout and get 10% off a rice maker on zojirushi.com. All right, so that'll happen a little after 9 o'clock. I'm giving away. What are you laughing at?
I'm just picturing Mr. Zojirushi.
In Tokyo?
Oh, yes. Get MJ on the line.
So, promo code MJ10, man. You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do the Cash Kitty in about 8 minutes. 7 minutes from now. Cash Kitty, you're shot at $1,000 cash. The first attempt happens in about 7 minutes. Andrew, I don't have today's sheet in here, so you might want to get that ready for me. So, Cash Kitty, the new code word happens in 7 minutes, and you're shot to text that in nationwide to win $1,000, and it happens 5 times today on the MJ Morning Show. I mentioned a TV show that Michelle and I saw. If you're a regular listener to the show and you don't miss an episode, whether you listen to us live or catch the podcast later on. Oh, and Andrew, speaking of the podcast deal, I got to ask you something when you get back into your booth about the podcast. I've had a number of complaints.
Whoa.
I got a little internal dirty laundry we got to deal with here.
Oh, no.
In just a minute on the MJ Morning Show. So if you remember, we got back from Christmas vacation. This would have been January of 22. We were in London because Chloe was supposed to have a class in London, but that got canceled because of whatever the story was. So when we were in London, the kids were asleep. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and Michelle and I are watching British TV. We're flipping through. Do you remember what's the TV show that we saw late on TV at night in London, and we could not believe it? Am I boring you, Roxanne?
No. I didn't sleep a lot last night, but
you're yawning over there.
No,
Oh,
you're not boring me at all. I'm so excited about
She
this.
dozed off during the rice cooker talk.
I did,
saw her.
I
She
did.
was sleeping on her keyboard.
Who remembers? Don't fall asleep because apparently you have some kind of Taylor Swift thing. We'll get to that coming up in a bit.
Juicy.
So
Juicy.
it's juicy. Yes, very juicy. Yes.
All right.
You know what I don't see anymore? I don't see those pink sweatpants with juicy on the butt anymore. Are those over? Are those done?
I haven't seen.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
When's the last time those juicy things were out there?
It's been a while.
It's
I
been a
don't
while,
have
right?
any. Yeah.
All right, so what TV show did Michelle and I see that caused our jaws to drop?
I can't remember the exact name of
That's
it.
okay. That's all right. But what was the premise?
The premise was, I'm naked, date me. Or like, check out my nude body and then date me.
Yeah.
You only look at like their body, their naughty bits.
Well,
right?
no.
Like the door would come up to like their feet, and then you'd say, I'll pass on that one. Then it was like their junk.
Here's the deal. The contestants are all the potential datees. So you have a contestant that is selecting somebody to date. And there are, I think it was it 6 boxes? I think there were 6 boxes or whatever the hell it was. And you have, it depends. You have men, women, straight, gay. They do all the different combos. So they have the potential people to date inside a different colored glass box with a shade. And the shade is all the way down. And during the course of the game, the shade lifts up a little bit from the feet to the ankles, to the knees, to the thighs, to the crotch, to the midsection, to the chest, and then finally to the face. And you see everything. There is full freaking frontal nudity in this game. And Michelle and I were watching this December of 21. And we were like, what the? We couldn't believe this thing. We're sitting in our hotel in London, and we're watching it. We're like, oh, my God. So I came back, and we did like a half an hour bit on this thing on the show.
What's the name of the show? Do you remember? Of course you remember.
Naked Attraction. But guess what? It's here. It has been quietly put on HBO Max, which is now called Max. I just found this out yesterday. They've put a bunch of the seasons of the show. So it's men selecting the women, and you've got like these 6 women in the box, and you've got the green box, the blue box, the red box, the yellow box, the purple box, the orange box, and the shades go up. So you have a guy contestant that's looking at the women and is selecting the woman just based on the naughty bits and the kibbles in the package.
Oh, man.
You see everything. I mean, there is nothing that is censored. It is full frontal nudity. It's called Naked Attraction. And I had no idea until I saw the Hollywood Reporter last night. Listen to this. From the Hollywood Reporter, Naked Attraction, brutal frontal, Naked Attraction, brutal full frontal nude dating show quietly added to Max.
Why'd they add it quietly?
I don't know. Singles eliminate potential dates by scrutinizing and critiquing their nude. Oh, that's right. So they now, I don't like her thighs, or no, I don't like her, Oh,
yes. Tell us, what did you not like about it?
That looks like shrubbery out of control over there.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
literally.
Yeah.
You'll get, I saw on the episode that Michelle and I watched, it was like Bob Ross, the painting guy's head was in the lady's crotch. It's like, can you get some hedge clippers in there, please?
Lucky Bob. All right, so
can you imagine, who would have the to go on the show?
It's amazing.
You know who has it. You see him. So I know what I'll be watching tonight.
So then women are looking at the guys and critiquing their wangs and everything.
It's same nudity and everything?
What?
Their wiener's going to be on right on there?
Everything.
Dude, oh my God. I've seen the British one,
Hold
but
on.
I thought...
No, it is the British version.
Oh, so that's okay.
They're running the British...
They have to censor the
right.
wings.
No, they're not.
They don't.
There is no...
No, it's there's full frontal on
that's the show.
And they've put warnings on the episodes that are streaming on Max. There's like a whole warning about this is for adults only. It's full frontal nudity. Now I haven't watched it yet, so let me read a little more of the Hollywood Reporter. Singles eliminate potential dates by scrutinizing and critiquing their nude bodies in controversial series. This is the craziest bleep I ever watched on TV. According to James Hibbard, who wrote this for Hollywood Reporter. It's like being on Tinder, but so much worse.
Yeah.
One of the UK's most infamous dating shows was quietly added to Max streaming service last week, and it's already causing quite a stir. The streamer has imported 6 seasons of Naked Attraction, a game show that promises to start where a good date often ends naked. In each episode, a single chooser critiques and eliminates 6 potential dates standing on stage by scrutinizing their full nude bodies, which are gradually revealed one part at a time, faces revealed last. When only 2 potential dates remain, the chooser strips out of their own clothes. So the contestant that's picking has to take their clothes off.
Everybody's naked.
When there are 2 contestants left, and then chooses which one they want to date. And now it is, I guess, uncensored. It's on Max, formerly HBO Max, if you have it, and it's called Naked Attraction. And this is the show that Michelle and I were like blown away when we were watching it at 1 a.m. on British television in London in December of 2021.
So it starts at the feet, right? So
Yes.
that would be big for me. I would be like, if you got horrible feet, I'd be like, nope. So I wouldn't last long.
So you could pick good-looking feet. You could pick it from the first reveal.
And then she has like, well, I'm not going to say, but some awful down below parts.
Feet.
Anyway.
Okay. So here's the crazy thing. How about when you are like telling people, oh, how did you guys first meet? What were you attracted to, your significant other about? And then it's like, well, the first thing I saw on her, her feet were passable, but I really went for her. Like I was really attracted to her.
I dated a girl. Never. Yeah.
All right, Roxanne.
Do I need to hear this, Froggy?
Well, no, never mind.
All right, so it's 8:02. Let me do the Cash Kitty. I never use the little top of the hour legal ID Cash Kitty stager.
Come on, do it.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Use it.
I am. I'm going to do it right now. Listen.
From the Camp Law Group Studios, WRBQ and WRBQ HD1 Tampa, a Beasley Media Group station.
It's the freaking Cash Kitty.
Did the Cash Kitty have babies? Because it sounds like more than one. Because I thought the Cash Kitty was a boy.
All right, so it's time for the Cash Kitty. Folks, how would you like your shot at $1,000 right now? This hour's word is conquest. That's CONQUEST. That's conquest. Text it right now nationwide to 45911 before quarter after for a shot at $1,000 cash, or enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. Good luck. The Cash Kitty with the 8 a.m. appearance. Then Roxanne's got it at 10 a.m., then 12 noon, 3 p.m., and then 5 p.m. Can I ask what you and Froggy and Fester
just distracted me. He showed me something.
I mean, you're laughing over here. I'm doing the Cash Kitty, and you're laughing. What's going on?
No, I can't. I can't even bring it up.
Show me.
It's so.
Show it to us.
It's so
Show
inappropriate.
Show me now.
You just showed Froggy just lost it. You showed Froggy something inappropriate, and I'm
so
watching.
Awful.
He's losing it to the left of me over here.
So
it's not inappropriate. It's nothing like nudity.
I can't show it to either of you.
Why?
Show it to Roxanne.
Let me see it.
No, I can't. It was meant to be completely off the air. And
What
no time.
So is it on your phone?
It's on social media, but there's a person of local notoriety who has really, really, really awful feet.
Okay, show it to me.
And I don't want to bring it up.
What do you mean? What do you mean a person of local notoriety? Like what category?
In the media business,
so
we all
newscaster.
This person.
Hold on, there's a newscaster that
I don't want to. I'm not saying
there's
anymore.
a newscaster who you claim has really awful feet.
Oh my God, it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
You just showed Froggy a picture.
According to one photograph.
Oh my God.
According to one photograph that I saw online, and I have respect for this person.
TV or radio?
TV.
Shut up, Froggy.
All right, what channel? Is it a news person?
I just stop. Just stop.
I'm not trying to out somebody.
I don't want to.
I'm not trying to out somebody for this.
I don't want to be part of this.
You're claiming is it TV news? Fester, come on. We're not giving out a name.
No, we're not talking.
We're really narrowing the
All right,
funnel.
you count to 10 and I'll stop.
Hey, let's guys.
Channel it is.
Fester and Froggy, I just sent you guys a different photo. Let's talk about that photo.
No.
Listen.
No more.
You're claiming that somebody on local TV news has horrific feet?
I'm not a part of this.
Not
This
just
isn't
horrific.
nice.
Fester, how did you...
Not horrific, like the worst things I've ever seen.
Fester, how did you see the feet of some local news personality?
Because some other local news personality who I believe we have a reasonable working relationship
Right.
with, posted it on their socials, and then I guess I expanded it, and I was like,
expand it. Look at her.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I guess I did.
I double clicked it, and then it became like an image, and then my hand swiped across it, and before you know it, I saw this professional broadcaster's feet. And
Male or female?
Oh, what do you think? It's a female.
It's
Female.
It's a
Yeah,
female
what do you think?
She's
It's a
wearing like
shoeless-
heels.
Is it an anchor, a reporter,
Her feet are anchors.
weather? Oh, stop! Come on.
Listen, I don't feel comfortable with
Yeah,
this.
I don't.
That's not nice.
I'm not trying to.
But
I'm not trying to shame anybody. Into
Well,
with
you
their-
are. You just did.
I'm telling you, I did not mean to distract you.
You
But
just
I'm
talking
telling
about that one anchor's mole. What's the big
Okay,
difference?
to change the subject, Fester, check your text
Oh wow!
messages right now.
Roxanne is getting very uncomfortable
getting
over
No,
here.
because I don't.
You
wanna
don't
be
know her, I don't think.
Okay, well then good, but I don't want to be associated with that. Go ahead and check your text messages
I
right
don't
now.
want. All right, so Roxanne sent me a text message of whom? Denise Richards?
Yeah, look at those feet.
Fun night with hubby? All right, she's got like those are bunions.
I got to
Those are
move.
bunions.
I got to move along here. All right, I'm moving along. So, speaking of dating, Tinder. Now, I've never been on Tinder. I never dealt, even prior to all of the apps and all of the internet dating craze and Hinge and Tinder and Plenty of Fish and all of these I can't even think of all these dating apps. I never did a dating service. I never was involved in anything like that. You know, the predecessors to all the online and app-based stuff. But listen to this Tinder item. Tinder has unveiled a $500 per month VIP subscription. Say what? $500 a month VIP subscription. What? It's an exclusive subscription service to Tinder, the dating app's most active users, who will have access to features including VIP search, matching, conversation, Tinder Select, which was initially launched in 2017 as a free-of-charge, invite-only tier geared toward hotties and celebrities, will now cost $6,000 a year, according to Bloomberg News. The new pay-for-play tier was offered to less than 1% of Tinder users, according to the company. Do you think there's any chance that anybody that was in this top tier, Tinder Select, do you think there's a chance that anyone is listening right now?
Are you a big dating conquest? Conquest. The Cash Kitty word is conquest. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I told one of the texters that I would say the word again for them. The Cash Kitty word.
Okay, whatever.
So,
All right, so
I was so confused right there.
No, conquest is the word. We're allowed to say it until the 8:50. Go
all right,
ahead. Continue.
folks, is anybody listening that was or is in this top tier? So it was invitation only, and they would invite extremely hot, I guess, men and women. I'm guessing probably more women and celebrities. Anybody listening ever in this top tier Tinder Select? 800, hey, you never know. We've had stranger calls. It's a very micro portion of people.
1%.
Yeah. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Or I'll expand it. Has anybody signed up for this $500 a month Tinder VIP subscription tier? $6,000 a year.
there's got to be something else here. I mean, it can't be that incredibly difficult for ridiculously hot people to meet other hot people. There's got to be like some kind of sugar daddy element to this.
The Tinder Select subscription is one of 4 paid tiers that the app offers, with prices beginning as low as $24.99 a month. But now the top tier is going to be $500 a month.
That just makes you feel like I'm not spending enough money on my dating applicants I need to spend. Doesn't it make you feel like that if you're just doing the $25 a month? I do have someone I know who's on Tinder and said that it is just terrible. And
I've heard the same thing. We've talked about that in the past. People say
it's
that,
awful.
that going through, I guess, regular Tinder and swiping this way, left, right, we've heard this before,
Yeah.
that it is a circus out there.
It's demoralizing. And he said that they kind of trick you at first. When you first sign up, they send you a lot of people swiping and then it slows down. And then he's like, yeah, you connect with people, you match with them, and then nothing happens. He's like, it's just like a lot of the women on there just want, this is what a guy is telling me.
Bogus. They're like just seeding the app and they're like not real or not interactive.
Possibly. I don't know about that. Maybe. Or just, want the attention of, okay, someone likes me, but I'm not actually going to follow through. I don't know.
All right. So let me expand this a little bit. And then if nobody gives us any good content here, I'll just move on because I got a ton of stuff to do. But Tinder Select, 4 different tiers. Has anyone signed up? Is anyone paying the $24.99 a month? Is anyone paying more for the 4 different tiers? Is anybody signed up for the $500 a month tier? Or prior to them charging, were you selected by Tinder to be one of the 1% chosen for the once free or top tier on Tinder? I'll give it another. Andrew's answering some calls, but I guess they don't meet the criteria. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. I'd especially like to talk to someone that actually was selected for the top tier before they started charging. And if we don't get any decent phone calls on this, I'll just move on. Either way, I was going to do the segment because I just think it's interesting that $500 a month.
I feel like if you're going to spend, if you have I don't know. I just feel like that's a niche group that
what
they're
are you
really
going to say?
reaching.
If you have $500, buy a hooker? Is that where you're headed?
Yeah. It wasn't a hooker, but it was like
in Roxanne's case.
I was thinking like take a nice trip with friends. Like take that $500 and go do something where you might actually meet people in person.
All right, listen, if anyone has anything to add to this, 800-990-1047 is how you get in. Simple as that. All right? So, Andrew, let me know if you get any decent calls. He's screening right now. So,
and some of the dating sites I'm reading, they keep your profile on there even if you've left. They keep you up.
Oh, so even if you've tapped out, they're still keeping like pictures up,
like
so they
thicken the pond. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How about that? Have you ever heard of the Scandinavian? I feel like Peterman on Seinfeld. Elaine, have you ever heard of the Scandinavian sleep method? You ever hear of the Scandinavian sleep method? Anyone? Fester, Froggy, Roxanne?
I want to hear about it.
The Scandinavian sleep method is now being described as something that could save your marriage. Come on, give me a break. I hate these type. When they couch
clickbait.
when they couch stories like, oh yeah, this could save your marriage. This is interesting though. I'm not doing it because it's uninteresting. It is very interesting. I just kind of question whether this really will save your marriage. Have you ever heard of the Scandinavian sleep method?
No.
Fester, have you?
No.
Froggy, have you ever heard of the Scandinavian sleep method?
I have not, but I love to know.
All right, well, you guys obviously don't know what it's about, so I'm going to tell you what it is.
Is it about a sleeping bag? Or like you wrap yourselves together?
It's blanket related. So we're going to talk about the whoopee. We're going to talk about the blankie.
Oh, I think I do it. But go ahead.
Oh, well, what do you think it is?
Separate blankets.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hold on. So you do it and you don't even know that it's the Scandinavian sleep method that could save your marriage?
Yeah.
I do it as well.
I do it.
Alice and I have completely different blankets. We call it the Norwegian sleep method. We've been calling it the wrong thing for years.
We call it the Ethiopian sleep method.
You know what?
It's the Somalian sleep method. I'm your blanket now.
The Tunisian sleep method.
Allison and I use completely different blankets.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Completely different blankets.
It's called the Scandinavian sleep method, where each in the relationship has their own blanket. So 2 blankets are laid on the bed instead of one comforter. You each have your to each his own, or to each her own, or whatever.
We only practice Dutch sleeping methods.
Oh, stop it.
And everybody's very warm. It's very warm all night because of the
Whose cough was that?
Sorry, that was me.
Just thinking about the Dutch. You know what? Doug uses a weighted blanket that is like 5,000 pounds, and sometimes I'll nap with it.
Oh, I've heard about that.
No, we got that at our gift swap.
You gave away a weighted blanket in the white elephant gift swap at my Christmas party at the house.
It's like 1,000 pounds.
Who got that?
I got it.
Oh, you got? Do you use it?
I throw it on my children when they misbehave.
Exactly.
It calms them down.
So, sometimes I try to nap with it, and I literally feel like I'm being smothered. Like it's so heavy.
Wow. Should we go to phones on the Scandinavian? So I find out that Roxanne and Fester both do separate blankets.
We could never share a blanket.
The practice popularized in Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, Scandinavian countries, touts using 2 twin blankets as opposed to one big blanket. That's the Scandinavian sleep method. And they claim that it is life-changing and it will potentially save your marriage. You know what? For the hell of it, let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. Do you use the Scandinavian sleep method and you have 2 separate blankets on the bed, one for you and one for your significant other? Yes, no, have you been doing it for a while? Or what is the sleep method where you sleep in separate rooms? What is that called? The Eskimo sleep? I mean, what is that called? Because people do that as well. You've got couples that are happily married, but they sleep in completely different beds. All right, let's go to phones on the separate blankets. Folks, do you do this? Do you do separate blankets? Scandinavian method. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Yeah, there's going to be no shortage of calls on this because every line is blinking off the hook.
MJ, we've been doing it for years.
And then do you find that when you go to hotel, like if I go to a hotel, and then it would, I could see why they're saying it would save your marriage, because if Doug hogs, he's a cover hog, has all the covers, and then you grab him in the middle of the night, you're like, give me those, and you just like forcefully rip them off and wake the person up.
So the marriage is going well at home, but then you're teetering on divorce if you go to a hotel with one blanket. Yeah. Do you call down to the desk and ask for another blanket? Hey, housekeeping, can you send up another blankie, please?
See, yeah, my wife uses a thinner blanket.
I do too.
And I use a much heavier blanket. I even have an electric blanket I use on cold nights.
Oh, jeez.
You live in Florida.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, your blubber content is huge. Why do you need oh, you're going to, hold on.
You know why?
Did I steal your joke?
You know why? Okay, first of all.
I don't usually make those jokes, but that's what I pictured immediately.
Big fat guy uses an electric blanket. I wake up, I smell like bacon.
By the way, you didn't see my Instagram.
Yummy.
You didn't see my Instagram picture.
I haven't, no. What is it, a big whale? And says, oh, here's Fester?
No.
Was it a beach
folks,
whale?
No, folks.
Would something get harpooned?
If you didn't see it, go to my Instagram. You should be following me on Instagram, Certified MJ Radio.
You're pretty close, Fester.
I got to find
Froggy's laughing. So I'm doing my walk last night.
It's so cheesy, dude.
I'm doing my walk last night. This is about, 6:45. 6:45, I'm in South Tampa. I'm in Beach Park. I'm walking to the Publix, right, to get my Powerball tickets for last night. And I look up and, from Beach Park, West Shore, Kennedy area, over to Ray J. It's a couple of miles. And I see the Goodyear blimp is floating up in the sky. And I took a picture of the Goodyear blimp and I captioned it, aerial coverage of tonight's Monday Night Football broadcast is provided by Fester.
Because you're fat like a blimp. You're a Zeppelin.
I'm sorry. People seem to like it, though.
I do have to, we have to balance everything out.
Yeah.
Every time I see Fester walking down the hall, I'm like, you have great legs, Fester. You really do.
She's like, one time she's like, yeah, Fester, you have great legs. And I'm like, yeah, it's because my legs have to carry all this fat. It's a constant workout.
Let me go to phones. Teresa in Safety Harbor. Teresa, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
We're great. So tell us about your separate blankets.
I have 2 weighted blankets, one on his side of the bed, one on mine.
How long you been using the separate blankets?
Doing that for about 3.5, 4 years now.
Well, and what turned you on to the separate blankets?
The weighted blanket was what did it. We got interested in the weighted blankets. I liked it so much. He wanted one, so we got two, and that's how we make the bed.
And do you find that the relationship is better now?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Wow, thank you, Teresa. Appreciate it. Felipe in Dade City. Hello, Felipe. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi. Is it you like Felipe or Philippe?
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, your phone is busted up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Philippe.
Yeah, he's in a
Can you
bed.
hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, Philippe. Do you like Philippe or Felipe?
Felipe.
All right, well, thank you, buddy. All right, so tell us about your weighted blanket, or tell us about your two blanket situation.
Yeah, she has her own blanket. I have my own blanket. She loves to hog the blanket, so we about 3 years ago we started having our own blanket, and we also sleep to separate side of the bed because she says I snore too loud.
Okay, so sleeping on separate sides of the bed isn't quite that big of a novelty, Felipe.
But no,
you don't both sleep on the left side on top of one another.
They're using the two blanket situation. Felipe, thank you, buddy. Mike's in Wesley Chapel. Hello, Mike. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, MJ. How you doing? Mine's a little sadder than that.
A little sadder?
More. I'm sorry?
You said a little sadder?
It's sad. I sleep with a separate whoopee when I was in the military because of my PTSD, and I don't know. It just makes me feel better.
Oh, thank you for your service.
But on a lighter note, though, I was in Walmart the other day, and there was a bunch of people over and another cashier, and they were all laughing, and I listened in what they were talking about, and it was your dad's ambient sleep incident that he had, and they were cracking up, and I'm like, hey, it's growing in popularity. They love this stuff.
Your dad.
Well, hold on. What do you mean?
He was there, and they were talking about your dad.
Hold on. They're talking about my dad?
They were talking about your show, the time when your dad had an ambient sleep.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You're in Walmart, and you heard people talking about my dad ripping the closet apart on Ambien?
Yeah, and they were cracking up. So, I mean, it was really getting everybody's attention. Like, what is so funny over there?
Which Walmart was this?
It's over on 54.
God, I'm surprised they weren't talking about me going to Walmart for the first time.
And hold on, these were like two shoppers who
It was two cashiers and a shopper who was in there, and they were just having a hoot.
So give me some of the words that you heard them actually say.
Well, some of it was about someone else had woken up. And it was not your dad. I know this didn't happen with him, but they were talking about somebody had woken up and had, I guess, under Ambien, they had urinated someone's laundry bag.
yeah.
Did they mention the MJ Morning Show or no?
They were talking about the MJ Morning Show for sure.
Oh, they were. Okay.
Yeah, I remember the story he's referring to.
So somebody brought it up,
Right.
and the other person said, yeah, I heard a similar story on the MJ Morning Show.
Exactly. So they were talking about somebody on Ambien, and then somebody had mentioned that they had heard the same thing on the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, and I heard about the mirror being smashed.
Dude, this. Yeah. All right, folks, if you didn't hear this, this is like 3 weeks ago or maybe a month ago. My dad started taking Ambien because he couldn't fall asleep, and the Ambien was freaking him out. And my dad on Ambien, my dad is 80 years old. He's going to be 81 next month. And my dad got up in the middle of the night, started ripping the walk-in closet apart, started ripping the shelves, the racks, smashed the mirror, the big floor-to-ceiling mirror in the my dad wrecks the mirror. My dad then urinates on the floor in the master bedroom. My mom is freaking out, and my dad is ripping the closet apart in the middle of the night on Ambien. So that's crazy, Mike. Thanks for the call, buddy. Have a great day.
You too.
Look at the effect the MJ Morning Show has in the Tampa Bay market. Talking about the show and my dad. Keenal in Wesley Chapel. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, MJ. Hey, Roxanne. Hey, Fester. Hey, Froggy.
Hi.
So,
Whatever.
me and my husband have been doing this for a few years now. It came about because we were co-sleeping with our firstborn when he was a baby.
Been there.
And I was just too scared to have the same blanket and have him covered. So we switched to using separate blankets, and I will never go back because my husband likes to roll himself into a little burrito, and then I get stuck with something.
A burrito
A
sleeper.
little pig in a blanket?
Yeah. New at Taco Bell. All right. Thank you. Appreciate the call. Let me grab.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, how about Lauren in St. Pete? Lauren, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Lauren, are you a separate blankie person at night?
We are. We just turned 50. We are very happily married because of the separate blankies for two reasons. Temperature. My husband loves it freezing, and I'm cold at night, so I have a heavier blanket. And secondly, my husband literally loves Lewis Hamilton, and he has a Lewis Hamilton blanket that goes with him everywhere.
Oh, little Mercedes blanket.
Lewis, we always say, where's Lewis? At night, he wants to know where Lewis is. So
who doesn't
we
love
have
Lewis?
separate blankets.
Thank you for calling in. Appreciate
Am I the only
it.
one who has no idea who Lewis Hamilton
He's
is?
an F1 driver. We're the most successful F1 driver ever in history.
What's the matter with you?
He has like 8 championships, dummy.
All right. Jessica's in Brandon. Jessica, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
My husband and I have been together for 10 years and just recently started sleeping with separate blankets because we rescued 2 pit bulls who refuse to not sleep between us.
Oh, wow.
And we have fought for 10 years about who hogs the blanket the most, and it has been so nice now to just have our own blankets because we could not fight these dogs to get the blanket to one side or the other to be able to cover both of us.
The pit bulls are going to have their own blankets soon as well. They can each have a little.
They want the bed to themselves, I'm telling you.
Gotcha. Hey, Jessica, thanks for the call. Thanks for rescuing the dogs too. It's nice.
Oh yeah. All right.
Thanks. Yeah, maybe call PETA and tell him you rescued the dogs and you didn't do a Pete Davidson or something. All right, so Samantha's in Tampa. Hi, Samantha. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, MJ. So definitely we sleep with separate blankets. My husband would freeze his ass off because I have to have a blanket. It's basically I wrap it around my legs like an anaconda hugging on me. But I just wanted to say that somebody had said, well, what do you call when you have separate rooms?
Yeah, so we were talking about the separate blanket thing, and that's the Scandinavian sleep method, having a separate blanket for each in the bed, in the master bedroom. And then I said, hey, there's also a trend where some couples are sleeping in completely separate beds in different rooms. They still have a great relationship. They still hook up for, relationship stuff, but they sleep in separate beds.
I call a separate room a good night's sleep.
All right, so what's the name for that?
Perfect. That's perfect for a marriage.
What's the name for it?
A good night's sleep.
Oh, that's the joke. Separate rooms, a good night's sleep. I got it. Thank you, Samantha.
You're welcome.
Samantha's cracking up at her own joke. Thank you, Samantha. Appreciate it.
Good stuff, Sam.
All right, 2 more, Andrew. That's it. I got to move on here because Roxanne is setting us up a little bit here. Roxanne says that she's got an update on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end and Taylor Swift and their whole rumored little dating relationship. Roxanne has some kind of a scoop, but you said that it might be a little risque.
A little.
Do you have to dance around it?
Yes, that's one way you could put it.
All right, hang on a minute. We'll get to that here in a minute. David's in Charlotte. Is that Charlotte County or Charlotte, North Carolina?
Charlotte, North Carolina, watching you on the web.
Well, thank you, buddy. I just give you the peace sign here on MJTV. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, my wife and I, we've been separate blanket users for about 15 years. She gets real hot. I get real cold. I use an electric blanket sometimes, but life is good with 2 blankets.
It's not cold where you live.
A lot of it can be cold. In the wintertime, we get 28-degree nights here. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Listen, a lot of folks calling up, endorsing this whole separate blanket thing. This is a good last call. Heather is in Bradenton. Heather, MJ Morning Show, you got the final say on this. Hit it.
Good morning. Actually, we take our separate blankets to hotels when we go.
You travel with your own blankets?
Good for you.
Yes, we do. We each have to have our own blankets.
Oh, my parents do set pillows. Like, my parents bring their own pillows on vacation. They've got like 3 suitcases just for freaking pillows.
Yeah.
I like to bring
Our
my
whole
pillow.
trunk is blankets and pillows.
Hey, thank you, Heather. Appreciate it.
You just brought up pillows. It just reminded me. Anybody do one of those like pillow between the legs? They call them a sleeping pillow, but I think
it's
it should
a
be
body
called
pillow.
It should be
hump
called
mine.
a hump pillow. Right? Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, I saw something that popped up. I got to find the music here because I had Andrew pull it for me. So, did you put the music up there that I wanted earlier, Andrew? Is it on my audio page for today? Yeah. Is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. I don't see it. I got it. Okay. So I'm on Instagram last night, and these reels start popping up in my feed. So, you kind of get sucked into some of the reels. So I scroll through a couple of reels. I get a ton of the car accident, the dash cam videos.
Yeah.
I kind of like those. I like the dash cam. Like there's a video of guy just plows out of an intersection when the light turns green, even though cars are still making the turn when the arrow went away, and the guy just drives right into them. It's like, my God, what are you doing? So I'm flipping through the reels on Instagram, and it was a meme about this girl that was a young woman. It looks like she's in her mid-20s. And the meme and the reel was, when you go into Barnes & Noble, you don't buy a thing, but you wreck their bathroom.
What?
Oh,
Oh, gross.
Yeah. And then guess what music's playing in the background? There's video of her. She has video of her walking out. Someone's like holding the camera. She's walking out of the Barnes & Noble. Looks like the Barnes & Noble at Union Square in Manhattan, actually. And she's got someone holding the camera. She's walking out of Barnes & Noble. And the meme is, when you go to Barnes & Noble, you don't buy anything, but you wreck their bathroom. And this is the music.
Big duty.
Stop. Froggy,
That was Rocky.
Stop it.
Rock the books, rock.
So this is the music that's playing.
It's a bookstore.
I had to go. I just gotta go.
Listen to me, kid. Listen to me, kid. You go into that bookstore.
Rocky, you're going to be number 1, Rocky. Number 1. Doing number 2, Rocky.
You're like a Kentucky Fried Idiot.
All right, so 8:32 at the MJ Morning Show. What the hell was that?
I'm ready to do my story.
Roxanne,
I thought somebody got punched in the chest. What was?
Roxanne is passively aggressively telling you it's her time.
Oh, that's what that was.
Wrestling papers.
All right, so Roxanne's got an item involving Taylor Swift and this Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City Chiefs. Hold on one second. I'm a little nervous about this one. Because you usually don't. So this is off the air earlier. Roxanne says, hey, I got an item. I want to talk about this. It's a little risque, a little sensitive. Hold on. I promise we'll get to it in a minute.
Okay.
Folks, hang on. I promise in a moment. First, though, on a much different note, a fundraiser's been set up for the family of the Pinellas County woman that was found in the jaws of that 13-foot, 8.5-inch gator here in Pinellas. Yeah, the family of Sabrina Peckham, 41, she was found Friday around 134th Avenue North and 121st Street. And she was in the jaws of a 13.5-foot alligator, man. Obviously deceased. We haven't heard anything from the Pinellas County medical examiner yet as to whether she was killed by the gator or whether she had already been predeceased and then the gator was able to grab the body. But the family has set up a GoFundMe. Did you happen to see her daughter on the news?
No.
Her daughter showed up on a bunch of the local news channels. Brianna Doris on a couple of the news channels talking about the incident. I mean, I feel so bad for this family. So, the woman, this Sabrina Peckham, homeless, obviously some issues, maybe, possibly some psychological issues here, but here's the daughter.
Every second of every day, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh, she's gonna walk through the door. Like this is all a nightmare, but it's not.
So I guess, listen, she had issues. She's on the street. She's homeless. The daughter.
Knowing that's how she went, it wasn't painless. It wasn't fast. It wasn't easy. She struggled.
Ugh.
Selfless, 100% selfless. She was homeless herself, but it didn't matter. She'd give you the last piece of food on her plate. She would give you the shirt off of her back if she needed to.
That's the daughter. They've set up a GoFundMe.
Brutal.
To help. I think they're looking for like 11,000 and change to cover the funeral expenses. I think that's what they're looking for. So just terrible, terrible story. Sorry for the downer, folks, but listen, it's local news and, obviously important. So, all right. I probably need a couple of buffer items before we get to Roxanne.
Will you stop pushing off Roxanne?
This is
Ridiculous.
Let's get right to Roxanne.
You can't buffer her anymore.
Listen,
all right,
stop
all right.
rebuffing Roxanne. Now.
Okay, you ready?
All right. So Roxanne has an item about Taylor Swift and this big rumored dating of her and Travis Kelce, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. And there was a big, that was an orchestrated spectacle showing Taylor Swift in the Kansas City Chiefs owner's box, cheering and, and then at the end of the game, they were seen walking out together. All right. So, Roxanne, what is your story and you have to self-censor here?
Yeah, I know how to tell it the right way. I do. I promise.
All right.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh,
So
maybe.
Travis Kelce, obviously big NFL star.
Yep.
Everybody knows you and your brother. You're Showtime. You're big time. But guess what? When you start being seen with Taylor Swift, it shoots you to like a different stratosphere, right? So now everybody wants to know what's going on with Travis. So everybody's digging up every word he's ever uttered in interviews that go back to 2016, including the episode of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. So this,
Andy, the Bravo dude.
Yes, the Bravo guy.
Yeah.
So this,
and also
annoying.
He took the place of what's her face in the New Year's Eve CNN show.
Well,
it was Anderson Cooper and
Kathy
Griffin, and then she got fired.
I don't know.
Holding a decapitated head.
Did she get fired because she was holding the decapitated head of Trump, right?
She got canceled.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, she got fired for that.
Well, Andy and who's the other guy from CNN? The
Anderson
white-haired guy.
Cooper.
Yeah,
Anderson Cooper.
Andy and Anderson have been doing it for a long time. They're close friends.
Yeah, we
Okay.
Oh, they've been doing the
New Year's Eve stuff.
No, it used to be Anderson Cooper and Kathy
They've been doing
Griffin.
it for like 3 years.
It was like they've only been doing it for like 3 years because Kathy Griffin got fired.
We're talking about Andy Cohen. We're not talking about Kathy Griffin.
All right, so Travis Kelce was on an Andy Cohen podcast.
Yes, and he was being, his TV show.
Oh, okay.
Look what happens
Watch
live.
Okay,
what happens live.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay, so during this interview, they had one of the Real Housewives of New York City alum, Ramona Singer, on. So she's doing...
Am I supposed to know who that is?
I have no idea who it is. I'm not...
Oh, you don't know Ramona?
Yeah.
Ramona Singer's one of my favorite.
She's a drunken mess.
Wait, do you really know?
Yeah, if you watch the show, all she does is go, "Where's my peanut?" Are
you serious?
So on Andy's show,
The only Ramona I know is that, like in third grade, I used to read Beverly Cleary's Ramona the Pest.
Yes. Yeah, I read that too.
Yeah.
So Ramona Singer and Andy Cohen's the executive producer of all these Real Housewives shows. He has them on very regularly.
Okay. So Ramona is asking Kelce all these questions about dating because it's like a little dating segment. So it's about what are deal breakers for you. So I'm going to go in order of most salacious. So the first one, very PG. He says he doesn't like women who are obsessed with taking selfies. Okay, no big deal. Then the next one, this is interesting. He says that if he is going to go on a fourth date with a woman, he would have liked to have slept with her before the fourth date. So if he's going to go more than 4 dates, he's got to know what's happening.
Wants to try things out to see if he wants to go further.
Take the car for a spin.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Test
so
drive?
When I tell you this last thing that he revealed, I'm going to give you an auditory musical clue to begin with.
Is that the clue?
That's the clue.
The clue is you doing a.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it'll make sense in just a moment.
Okay.
But basically,
This is the most risque?
So,
Okay,
so you know
all right.
how. Okay, so this is a deal breaker with him. Taylor is a musician. However, if Taylor doesn't play the one-eyed flute, it's a no-go for him.
Whoa, stop!
If Taylor doesn't set the chrome off a tailpipe, it's a no.
I just
I've
dumped
never
that.
quite heard it that.
Why'd you dump that? Why'd you dump that?
It's a musical. It's a musical instrument.
I can't.
With an eye, I guess.
I can't. I dumped.
Why? Why'd you dump
Roxanne?
Why?
You said you were going to soften it
I
for
did.
broadcast.
I did. She's a musician. Do you see the tie-in? It was just like, hey, if she doesn't have this in her repertoire, according to his interview back in 2016, that's a deal breaker for him.
All right, the first one I dumped off the air.
I said something even worse after that.
You did, and I didn't want to dump again because then I'd be totally flying without a dump net. Oh my God! So I dumped your little.
Well, you should have gotten my first clue. Then I wouldn't have had to say it. My first clue was humming.
Now you tell us. I thought you were doing like somebody's dead in a hospital. I didn't know that was.
Oh, you thought it was a flat line?
I didn't know that was a hum.
All right,
does the hum have to? Oh,
if you want to know what Roxanne said that I dumped, I guess you got to watch MJTV later on or check out the podcast.
People who heard you dump one eye are just calling you a prude.
Stop. And then
I mean I wouldn't have dumped that.
And then the second thing was
even worse.
What was the second thing you said?
First thing was selfies. Second thing was
automotive reference.
Yeah,
was the chrome.
Off a tailpipe.
Jesus.
I think it's off a trailer hitch.
Say it however you like.
Golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh, jeez. All right. So Travis Kelce says it's a deal breaker if his date or doesn't want to.
I'm trying to use different, more classier terms than.
So now we have to apply that to Taylor Swift.
Listen, she works a mic every night.
Rocks a mic like a vandal
on stage.
But really, that's what happens. They go back and dig up all this stuff and.
Roxanne.
He did an interview with a drunken housewife 8 years ago, and now it's coming up to haunt him.
Andy Cohen's like, I agree.
And he's like, yes.
So now with all of the attention on Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs.
I'm already tired of this guy.
Rumored to be dating Taylor Swift, that people are now going back to, when was this interview? What year?
2016.
So 7 years ago, said that it was, you said, let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see
it was
the story.
on E on
Yeah.
the
Let me
Andy
see
Cohen
this
show.
story.
Look, I got the salacious facts right. Don't worry about the others.
Travis Kelce once admitted it's a deal breaker if a girl doesn't like to.
See?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Stop it, Froggy.
You did the noise, bro.
Yeah, me and old TK seem to have a couple things that we are.
Sylvester, stop!
Listen, what?
Jeez, guys.
Is he wrong?
Roxanne,
That's so disrespectful.
These guys, the texters are giving me so many different euphemisms I could have
Roxanne,
used. Thank you for that.
I don't know if you should have brought this up.
Do you know how you're making Taylor look right now? Like $1 million bucks.
Yeah, it's not disparaging to her or to him.
But is Taylor into that?
It depends on how many dates.
Did you see the video of Taylor Swift walking out of the stadium with Travis
That's
Kelce?
what I talked about that.
Right.
I said.
And he looks like a complete
That
ass.
is the dumbest I'm no fashionista by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, you're talking about the dumb outfit that Travis Kelce's wearing.
She looks all normal, and he looks like an
cute.
ass.
She looks cute. She's wearing a cute outfit like she's going to a football game. He looks like he's a sky blue cow.
All right, here's the deal. And I saw a picture of him going to the game on Sunday. And Travis Kelce was wearing like a white jacket, white pants, and it's all splotched with light blue paint that like somebody threw a bucket of paint, and it's like paint splotches. They're calling it like the painter's outfit, like a painter having paint all over their shorts and their shirt.
Yeah, like if a painter has epilepsy.
Like you need more attention, dude.
All right, Roxanne, you and your risque
That's
Roxy
it.
stories of the
Risque
day.
investigative piece.
Maybe
okay.
that's a new feature. Roxanne's risque story of the day or something.
Hey, it has a nice ring
I'll keep
to
them
it.
coming.
What
Go
were you
ahead.
gonna
What were you
say,
saying,
Frog?
Froggy?
Sounds better than the 9.
How long until they break up is the question. Until
Listen.
you know what she's known for, as I've told you, until that happens.
Yeah, she breaks up, and that's right. I can't wait for the Travis Kelce song to come out.
Travis, I hate you just because I went toot under the covers.
Stop.
I lose all my boyfriends.
She's going to have a song about she's never going to watch NFL football again after the breakup, right?
She must have like
Ever going to watch the football on TV together. All right.
she must have halitosis or something.
8:45 at the MJ Morning Show. Folks, two great things to give away. So coming up in 15 minutes, the 9 o'clock hour begins. So coming up in just a few minutes, just after 9 o'clock, I'm going to give away the second Zoji Rushi rice cooker, valued at over $200 for National Rice Month. So we're giving away 5 of these rice makers, these rice cookers, which it's one of my favorite appliances on the planet. It's like one of MJ's favorite things. So we'll give away the rice cooker just after 9 o'clock. We also have a 4-pack of Busch Gardens Howl O Scream tickets to give away in the 9 o'clock hour as well. So please stand by. Coming up, we have an observation from a vegan that threw the vegan stuff out the window and has some commentary. Also, a new warning on blue light from phones, tablets, computer screens, and kids. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. We got a lot. I'm just looking at the pile of stuff we got to get to. And I bought something on Amazon yesterday that I'm feeling a little guilty about. I don't do a lot of Amazon shopping, but I'll explain. Should I have done this? Should I have purchased this particular item? Hang on. Next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. We're back. MJ Morning Show on Q105, 8:58 at the MJ Morning Show. I got no Fester, no Froggy, no Roxanne. Hey, I got Super Sardo. I got Super Sardo Soprano. He's in the. Can I call you Super Sardo Soprano? Can I do that? Hey, grab mic number.
Hey,
grab mic number 4. Hey, our buddy Santo Sardo Soprano from Sardo's Pizza on Ulmerton.
Yeah, baby.
Just popped in with some pizzas, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey,
Beautiful. How you
I didn't know
doing?
you were coming in, man.
How are you guys doing?
Everything good?
Yeah, thank God. I have no complaints.
Pull that mic a little closer.
Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
that's all right. Yeah, aim that thing up a little bit.
You always give me the broken one on purpose. I think you do that on
I
purpose.
got news for you. They're all broken.
Oh,
Yeah, the whole place.
Okay.
The whole place is broken.
Okay.
It is a wonder that we're actually on the air here every day. Anyway, good to see. Hey, you brought us three pies and some brownies and everything. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
A little bit
Thank
of
you,
everything.
Sardo.
A little bit of everything.
I took the family there a couple of weeks ago on a Friday night. We had a great night.
Yeah, I just already downed my first slice of
he did.
a
About
good
2 seconds.
Yeah, good New York slice, man. Super Sardo's Pizza, Ulmerton, right across from the big Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. Hang on, we'll talk to you in a bit. So hang out, chime in. You know the drill.
Thank you.
All right, so I've got a little bit of internal business I want to take care of, and I brought this up to Andrew yesterday. I meant to bring this up last week, and I've had a couple of dozen complaints about this, and the latest one. I'm having friends text me. So, buddy of mine texts me this morning, and he's like, "Yeah, can you fix this, please? It's making it different." I don't know what the hell happened, but do you know that something occurred? And I got to bring Andrew on because he knows the deal. Do you know that the dates have been taken off of our podcasts on our website? So if you go to mjmorningshow.com. You go to our website, mjmorningshow.com, and then among the other content, the other items that are posted, we post the little tile for the daily podcast. And it has a title typically, but it had always previously had the date.
That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, they took the date off.
Oh.
Well, that's what we need to get to the freaking bottom of. So the date's been removed from the podcasts on mjmorningshow.com, and I'm getting...
Why? What's the point of
I
that?
don't know. I'm getting flooded with complaints. So Andrew, our producer, I finally, last night, I've just been preoccupied with all kinds of stuff, and I text Andrew, and I'm like, what's going on with the dates? Why did our dates disappear from our podcast? And Andrew said it was a directive from corporate. What, to confuse the hell out of the listeners so they don't know what date are? If you go to Spotify, by the way, we had a Spotify problem yesterday. Our podcast populated on all of the other platforms. So Apple and everywhere else. But for whatever reason, our show podcast from yesterday did not populate on Spotify until, Andrew, what time did we finally get on Spotify?
I don't know what time it actually happened. It was after our conversation.
So it was late, but we finally made it on spot. It happens every once in a while. We do the same thing every day, and sometimes things get wiggled up in the works, and it gets hung up. So, Andrew, why on mjmorningshow.com, first of all, when were the dates taken off, and who told you to take the dates off of our titles of our podcasts?
Locally, it was Jennifer, but they came as a directive to her.
Whoa.
It's already on. The date is actually on the page with each post on both Apple and Spotify, and on our website, you click on it and it shows the date.
But if you go to our webpage, it just looks like a big pile of podcasts.
Right. I want
with no date delineation.
On the main page, I need the date back up. And if anyone at corporate or if Jen down the hall has a problem, you tell them to see me, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa. All right. So I have gone into the MJ Morning Show laboratory, and I've done an ample amount of research. And I have found out through my extensive clicking and scrolling backwards that August 18th, 2023 was the last day that we posted a date on our podcast.
Sounds about right.
So what if you wanted to hear like last Wednesday's show? Would you have to just guess?
It's just a big hodgepodge of...
It is.
And Andrew puts a 1 or 2 sentence kind of, summary of the
that's
not adequate.
There's a headline of like one item from a 4-hour show.
Right.
All right, Andrew, the date goes back up starting right now.
Oh boy.
Fine.
And if anyone's got a problem, tell them to see me. And they can be number
today.
one and pull the pin on the grenade on my desk. Okay?
You got to do something with that thing.
Take a number.
You've seen the novelty, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So, August 18th, 2023 is the last podcast that's posted
The
with
hell?
a date.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Dates go back up effective immediately. And how about go back and fix all of them as well? That might be a little tedious. All right, let's start with starting the date again today at mjmorningshow.com. I don't understand why everyone's got to dabble with stuff. Everyone's got to
Tinker.
screw around and tinker with stuff that's not broken.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't get it. Hey, I got something good. They're trying to come up with a new name for a new pre-K through 8th grade school in South Tampa. They're taking suggestions on what the name of the school ought to be.
Oh, my God. Where's the school located?
It's in South Tampa. It's, what's the actual...
Was it a school before and now it's...
No, it's brand new. According to, do you have it?
Snob Academy.
Snob?
Yeah, just snobby South Tampa.
Oh, I thought you said Snot Academy.
No. Snot Academy.
Actually, Snot Academy is actually
What
better.
if their mascot was like the Boogers or something?
So go to Hillsborough County Public Schools. Hillsborough County Public Schools asking the public to help name a new pre-K to 8th grade school expected to open in South Tampa next summer. The district posted a survey for community members to submit suggestions as long as they meet the school board's policy regarding school names.
What's the policy?
To submit a suggestion, click here to take the survey. Go to Channel 8.
All right.
Go to Channel 8's what? Just go to Google and type in help name new pre-K through 8th grade school. That'll bring up the story, and then they want you to take this like questionnaire, take a survey, and then suggest the name of the school. Listen, clearly it's got to be MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's got to be MJ Morning Show Elementary School or MJ Elementary School or something to that effect.
You know what a cool, I always thought a cool school name was?
It wouldn't be elementary anymore because it's a K-8, which includes elementary and middle school. Yes, Froggy.
So a bunch of my friends in high school, they didn't go to my high school. They went to another high school, and it was called Bayside. Have you ever heard of that school? And
I went to Bayside High School in Virginia Beach for one semester.
So I had
before I went to Cox.
My friend Albert Clifford, we called him AC, and he went there. And they had this rival with a school called Valley. You ever heard of Valley?
Stop it, man.
You ever heard of Valley?
You know what?
Valley is I always heard Valley. Oh my God! One time, my friends from Bayside, they stole the Valley mascot.
Okay.
And so I always thought that Valley High was a good.
This
name.
is all Saved by the Bell crap.
Hey, how'd you know?
Okay, so you do understand that in Pinellas County there is a Bayside High School.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I was going to say their rival
In
Valley.
Virginia Beach, there's a Bayside High School on Haygood Road.
Any town that might be remotely close to a bay probably has
All right, I got a better idea. I had another friend who went to a school. His dad, Bill.
Andrew, Andrew, just drown him out. Keep going.
So she went to college. Her dad, Bill.
Yeah.
And her sister.
All right, Froggy, stop.
All of
How
this
about
is
Hillman High?
Hillman. Okay, Hillman.
Unbelievable.
All right.
So we have to get everyone in the Tampa Bay area to suggest they name this new school in South Tampa, MJ Morning Show School. So what do you call it? If it's not an elementary and it incorporates some middle school, what the hell do you call it? This is going to be pre-K through 8th grade.
Yeah, it's a K-8. My kid goes to a school that goes from kindergarten to 8th grade, and they call it the name of the school K-8. So it'd be like the MJ Morning Show K-8.
Sounds weird.
Yeah.
Sounds almost.
What if we name it like the John and Kate plus 8 K-8?
I bought something on Amazon yesterday, and listen, as you know, I look for ways to not buy things on Amazon. I look to support like local companies, or for instance, I bought a whole bunch of new Global knives, for the kitchen.
Sweet.
I like Globals. Anthony Bourdain also liked the Global knife. That was his favorite knife.
Yeah, what was his favorite rope?
Froggy, that is hideous. What is wrong with you?
If you want to go to an authority on some rope.
God.
I mean, I love the guy too.
Stop.
I still feel bad about it.
Oh, yeah, that sounded like you really...
I do.
All right, so I bought a whole bunch of global knives, I don't know, last year sometime. And instead of buying them from Amazon, I found them from a mom and pop, like a family-owned cutlery place up in Illinois. And they actually had cheaper prices than Amazon. See, a lot of people think Amazon, the best price. No. You got to shop around because you can get better prices than Amazon. You got to factor in, though, if you're going to get free delivery. So the knife place, they had cheaper prices and they had free delivery over like $99, and I easily spent more than $99.
It's about like 102.
Right. So I ordered something yesterday, and I was really on the fence because I didn't want to spend this much on this item.
What'd you get?
Well, listen, it's not like I broke the bank. I spent $109.
Okay.
But it's for what I spent the money on. It's supposed to be the latest, the greatest. It's supposed to last, built well. It's got a crazy good warranty. It's waterproof. For the kitchen, I bought a new food thermometer. A meat thermometer, and it's $109.
It seems like a lot of money for a meat thermometer.
It does. It's
pricey.
But it's like revolutionary. They've taken meat thermometers because I need to take the temperature of my meat. All right, because you got to get the right cook. If I'm cooking a steak or something, I need a perfect medium rare, and
it's called a thermometer. And they do that.
Yes, I
Does
realize
a little
that
thing pop out?
No, but seriously, when you're cooking steak,
I'm sorry.
Here
but
comes
I'm sorry.
Here comes
but
Sardo.
every time my wife buys something, she always has this long explanation, just like you, on why she bought it.
Yeah, he's
A thermometer's a thermometer. That's it. Game over.
Yeah, he's like everyone's wife.
What? Yeah.
All right, let me tell you.
All right, I'm out.
All right.
Thanks, that was good.
Folks, our special guest is Super Sardo from Super Sardo's Pizza.
All right.
I'm going to start calling him Sardo Soprano.
Don't do that.
Oh,
he has a
and-
name. You're disparaging Italians.
No,
you know
no,
that,
I'm
right?
not.
Yes, you are.
No,
by
I'm not.
by
You really
comparing
are.
us all to mafiosos?
No, I'm not. All right. So
If you want to start disparaging them.
Sardo, I've been through like a dozen like $10, $12, $14 thermometers. They suck. They break. The battery door gets stripped. I mean, so if I would have purchased this one thermometer, I would
I've
have
had the same thermometer for 25 years.
Well,
I don't know what you're doing with your thermometer. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what temperature you're
I
taking.
don't know.
So
It's just an excuse to buy something. That's all. Just go ahead and be okay with it.
But it's got like this OLED display.
Okay.
See,
It's-
there it is.
Yeah,
There it's coming.
it's also the fastest read in the industry. It reads
Yeah.
like it reads
now
in
you
a
sound
quarter.
just like Lisa. Keep going.
Yeah, right?
Keep going. Keep going.
He's
Keep
justifying
going,
it.
man. Keep going. It's going to be another 5 minutes. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what I bought. And it's like, apparently I read up on this thing. They've got a website that it goes into all the site. It's called the typhus. I'm sorry, the typher. It's the typhoid. It's the typhoid. No, it's the typher. It's TYFUR. It reads in less than 0.75 seconds.
Whoa.
Meat thermometer, digital instant read, OLED display.
It's not really instant.
IP67 waterproof for grill, barbecue, cooking, smoker. It's made out of like metal, and it's got this crazy looking high tech display.
Did you buy this red one here or this yellow one?
No,
Am I looking at it?
No, you're not looking at it. It's not there. It's the
What's it?
Typher. It's TYFU. I'm sorry, TYPHUR. It's TYPHUR. It's the Typher thermometer, and I feel a little guilty because I would never spend $109 for a.
Sound just like her. Listen, I'm going to tell you what I tell her. It's a great thermometer. You did a great thing. You got a great price.
Yeah,
Everything
right.
is cool. What a great purchase,
That's
man.
how you do it.
There you go.
It's an
Beautiful.
investment.
It's
It's an
okay.
investment. It's
No
what it
buyer's
is.
remorse. You're
Yeah.
good, man.
You like
Everything's
it.
good.
So is this the one that I pulled up? This black one
That's
here?
it. Look at that. Look how nice that is.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably rather have $100 in my pocket, but yeah, it's a really nice thermometer.
That's a piece right there.
I on Amazon, and I don't know if they jerry up the numbers a little bit, but it said 700 sold in the last month or something.
Yes.
So
those were always real numbers.
no, because I'm tired. I've been through so many crappy food thermometers in the kitchen. I'm going to spend a little bit more, and hopefully the sucker's going to last.
Promise us if this thing breaks within the next week, you're going to let us know.
Absolutely. Listen, if it breaks for $109, he'll give us a full review.
Hey, I just want to ask you guys something that
I've got the 9-10 must-hear stories of the day coming up in a minute. I'm running just a few minutes late, but the 9-10 must-hear story coming up in a second. Go ahead.
To me, you're a chef, so I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
Can mac and cheese ever be a main course of a dinner?
Yes.
Or no?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
What do you mean?
Totally ridiculous.
What do you mean?
I mean, anytime.
God, stop eating on the air.
No,
dude.
I just don't understand. How can that be? I make a main course, and on the side, you can have a little bit of potatoes, rice, mac and cheese. It cannot be what I'm going to sit down and have my dinner.
See, I'm not a fan of adding all kinds of crap.
How can
So
it be
I'm
with mushy pasta?
no.
It's
See,
like applesauce.
You got to make your macaroni and cheese al dente. You have.
Okay.
I don't like mushy mac.
I
Also,
don't.
I'm not a fan of like the lobster macaroni and cheese.
So how do you make it a main course?
You don't mix fish with dairy. That's
how do
that's
you
one
make it a main course?
You put a little more milk in it and you call it Alfredo.
No, you use.
That's what you do. Come on, Paisa.
Please tell me.
You use a great cheese. Use a Gruyere or whatever.
You could use that thermometer on the mac and cheese.
I'll stick my thermometer in the mac.
How do you make it a main course? Go ahead, you tell me.
I'll tell you right now, Sardo, what you do. Last night I did it myself. I put cauliflower, had
Still
mac
nothing.
and cheese and cauliflower. It was really good by itself, and the kids ate that, and then Dad needed some meat, so I made some chicken nuggets, and I threw those on top of his, and that was dinner.
Oh, God, that sounds like
okay.
It's delicious.
What you do is you take the box.
Sounds like
and
you're a prison food.
You boil it for 6 minutes, and then you put the nice pack of Velveeta on top of it.
I'm running late here. Let me get to my 9-10 must-hear stories here. So I got 2 items, and these are scams. And I've got to give away the rice cooker. So hang on a minute, folks. We're minutes away from giving away the second Zoji Rushi rice cooker. That'll happen in just a matter of moments. But 2 scams I got to warn you about. And one of these stories, I actually got another one of these scams just yesterday on this scam. First one, though, beware of the pump switching scam. So drivers are being warned about pump switching, and this is a scam that is happening all over the country. And there's been an uptick in this around the nation. It occurs when some aggressive individual offers to help somebody pump gas. Ooh. So you're at the gas station. Oh, let me help you. I'll pump the gas for you. I'll help you. So an aggressive individual offers to pump someone's gas. The suspects are often very aggressive. They refuse to walk away. They refuse the attempt of the person to say, I don't need your help. I can pump my own gas. So they get very aggressive, and they try to refuse your refusal to say, no, I don't need help, please go away. So the victim leaves, but the scammer does not return the nozzle to the pump. So people that fall for this racket, they put their credit card in the machine. The person offers to pump the gas for them. Okay, you're all set. Thanks. Have a great day. I just like helping people out. They don't put the nozzle back in to then end the sale.
So you're still on your credit card, then you pull away.
You pull away, and then guess what? Other drivers pull in, and they say, hey, I'll pump it for you right now. I got my credit card in here. I need cash. I'll give you $25 worth of gas for $20. So that's the scam.
Ooh.
Don't fall for that racket. Because it's happening, it's growing. This is a new one that's starting to grow around the country.
Pour the gas on him, he'll go away.
Shoot the nozzle right at him.
Hey, listen, there are people that have done that, and very effectively, if someone tries to carjack you or rob you, we have video of people taking the gas nozzle and spraying would-be carjackers or robbers with the gas nozzle.
All right, so who are they preying on? Because I know that if another grown man comes to me at a gas station...
Oh, I'm going to tell him to beat it, get
the hell out of here,
get lost.
Is he approaching women or people with children or the elderly or something?
They're looking for more vulnerable potential individuals. Tell them to beat it. Don't take their no for an answer. Tell them leave, leave, leave. You don't need help pumping your gas. Go. And if they don't go, just pick up your cell phone and say I'm calling 911 right now. Leave me alone.
Is this a little more urban legend? Because then the guy's there standing
It's
in
not.
the Wawa drive-through
It's not.
lane, trying to haggle over.
I've seen multiple reports from multiple police departments where they have specific details. It's a growing trend.
True.
So Andrew, our producer, is yelling in my ear, always get a receipt, then you know that your sale's closed out. Don't let anyone pump your gas and then fake the nozzle return, cutting off the sale, but then pumping gas for other people. Don't fall for that. The other scam, this is scam number two, and I got this scam just yet. I got a text. I can show you my text right now. I got this yesterday. It's the U.S. Postal Service, your package has arrived at the warehouse scam. And I'm sure you guys have gotten this. This is another scam, and I'll show you right now. Let me go to my texting, and I just got this yesterday. Got the same damn scam that I'm about to talk about. I actually did the teaser on this prior to me
receiving the scam?
getting the latest scam on this thing. But it's the whole shebang. You get a text, and it's your package has arrived. I might have already deleted it.
Does the Postal Service have our phone numbers?
It's not the Postal Service. Dude, you're ripe for this scam.
What I'm asking
it's not the Postal Service.
Right, because
it's
they
scammers that are sending out just a blank. They're sending out, let's say, this text to every single phone number in 813-601. And then all 10,000 combinations after that.
Well, when you send it to 813-310, I will reply back, and it's cool. Where is it?
Froggy, where should all scams be sent via text?
Oh, 813-310-8444. That's Fester's number.
All right, so here's the deal. Phishing scam, fake U.S. Postal Service, USPS alerts stating your package has arrived at the warehouse. And then, this thing is just a scam starts. You get a targeting email, text message, phone call. You think it's from USPS. It's not. Message claims a package is addressed to you. It reached the shipping warehouse, but requires identity confirmation before delivery. Or another one is that they're having trouble delivering the package. And then you click a link, and then they want your name, your address, your birthday, social security number. They want the whole thing. So it's trying to manipulate you to think that it really is the USPS, and they're trying to gather all kinds of personal information on you. Don't fall for that one as well.
My mailman, Nick, just sent me a text, and he said, yes, we do. So, thanks.
What, we have your cell number?
Yeah.
Everybody
has my number.
Everyone has Fester's cell number.
Yeah, good job, smart ass. Nick's the best. Nick.
I think it's time. It's 9:21, folks. It's 9:20. You know what? I'm going to do it because I want to take the winner on the air. Yeah. Let me do it. I'll tell you what. I'm going to give away the rice cooker because I got to take the break. I don't want to get too late. I'll do Busch Gardens tickets right now. All right, I'll do Busch Gardens. I've got Howlow Scream.
If you did the rice cooker right now, we would take the winner first thing coming back.
Nah, I don't want to do it. I want to do it.
Fetcher, what do you know?
Let's do a 4-pack of passes and parking to Busch Gardens Howlow Scream. Select nights now through October 31st. Let's go with caller 21 on that. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Howlow Scream tickets right now, 4-pack. And then we'll give away the rice cooker in the final segment of the show, which is coming up next here on the caller 21. Yes, Andrew. Caller 21. So final chunk of the show and the rice cooker coming up. Howlow Scream tickets right now. And that's a nice package. This thing's worth well over $100. 4 tickets and then parking. So hit it. If you're looking for BMW, folks, take it from me. It is 9:30 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here. Why is everyone like leaving the studio and they're not back in time? It's like all morning long. It's I get back from break and no one's in here. Roxanne's been the worst today. I don't know what's going on with Roxanne. I have no idea.
I don't know. I only claim responsibility for myself, and even that's questionable.
All right, well, let's do a final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. I'll give away the latest rice cooker from Zojirushi. We'll do that in a matter of moments. So this is the second one. This is the Tuesday rice cooker.
We had a winner for the Howlo Scream.
Yeah, Howlo Scream. Andrew, who won the Howlo Scream 4-pack with parking? Who was that?
That was John Pfaff.
And where was John Pfaff from?
John Pfaff is from, I took it off the screen.
Is that a P-F-A-F-F?
Correct.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Look at
Newport Richie.
I spelled the name right. John Pfaff from Newport Richie. Fantastic.
All right, so stop calling in for that.
Yeah. But you can call in for this.
MJ.
Yeah, kick it.
Let's kick it.
Yeah, let's kick it.
Rice, baby. Rice, baby. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. MJ got something new for the kitchen. Cook it, either brown or whitely. Flow with the rice both daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn on the switch, watch it go. If there was a problem with your sushi, kick out the rice with your new Zojirushi. Rice, baby. Let's fill the rice, baby.
All right, let's go, folks. Time to give away the second Zojirushi top quality Japanese rice cooker.
Rice, baby. Yo, man, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Word to the MJ Morning Show.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go with caller 105 again. Caller 105 wins the next over $200 Zojirushi rice maker during National Rice Month. Again, expect the unexpected from the MJ Morning Show, as no other morning show in America is giving away these rice cookers, and I'm doing it because I love this machine. I love this brand. They've seen my social media. That's why they contacted me and said, hey, you're a radio guy. You got a morning show. You love our rice cookers. You love using our would you like to give some away? And I said, yes. I love doing things that nobody else does.
In the final days
It
of
is.
National Rice Month.
Oh, there's only a couple of days left. Today's the 26th. And 30 days in September, right?
By signing the declaration to make September National Rice Month, it was one of the most important acts during President George H.W. Bush's administration. 1991. I looked it up.
All right, so
Yeah.
caller 105 right now, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. That is how you get on the lines, and hopefully you're caller 105 to win the rice cooker. Again, I got 5 of these. We did one yesterday. We're doing one right now. Then we'll have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, where you have a chance to call. And we're doing them all in the 9 o'clock hour. So all here in the 9 o'clock hour. All right, speaking of food, this caught my attention. This is a person that said that they used to be a vegan, but tossed it aside and then went to a diet of meat and butter and says, I've never felt better.
I could probably live off of meat and butter alone.
A woman from Atlanta, Georgia, woman says her health is now better than ever. She quit veganism, is now on a carnivore diet. Steak, eggs, other animal-derived dishes. Victoria Ferrez, 23 years old, so Generation Z. She'll even eat a stick of butter.
Yeah, I follow this guy on you, and this is no joke. This guy is on YouTube, and he's all about health and fitness, and he'll travel with like meat, just steaks and hamburger meat,
right,
and a big stick of butter, and he'll just eat it in the airport. He's like, of course, I got my butter with me, and he's just tearing it up, like just biting into a stick of butter.
Oh yeah, that I couldn't do that.
He says it's all healthy for you.
The law student, this Victoria Ferrez, 23 years old from Atlanta, she's been doing the carnivore diet now for 7 months after saying she fell for the vegan propaganda stuff, ate only plants for a year, and she said it was a major mistake. Get it? Mistake, M-I-S-T-E-A-K, mistake. Yeah, big ribeye mistake.
Right.
That's what it was. That's good. She says everything's better. On my carnivore diet, she says everything's better. My hair's better, my teeth's better, my nails are better. My body has deflamed. Now I have more energy. I don't feel bloated. My acne went away.
Wow.
My God, everything is... She's saying that the whole vegan thing, it's screwed her up sideways.
Is she trying to get a job as a lawyer for Big Beef or something?
I know a lot of people who do that vegan thing and end up sick from it.
She's looking healthy. I'm looking at a picture of her, and her skin looks great. She has a glow about her. She's holding up 2 big pieces of bacon.
She's got a butter face now.
I'm telling you.
She's got a butter face.
Oh, because of the butter she's getting all over her
of course.
face. So, hey, listen, I've heard this before. I've heard people that have been on the vegan all-plant. I love plants.
Yeah.
I love plant-based foods.
I'll kick a plant.
Hey, for dinner last night, I was all plant for dinner last night. I cooked in the first...
Who are you, Tom Brady?
In the first... Well, listen, for lunch, what did I have for lunch? I had some smoked oysters for lunch.
Very plant-based. Yes.
Who are you?
I had a salad and some smoked oysters.
I had a peanut butter sandwich.
Smoked oysters for lunch, please. Sometimes I'll have a late, early lunch, late breakfast when I get home, and I'll cook up like 4 scrambled eggs, or have some toast. And
so far, nothing you mentioned is plant-based.
I mix it. Well, hang on a minute. I'm talking about my lunch.
Oh,
dinner, fourth quarter of the Bucks game. First quarter, rather. I'm sorry, first quarter. So the first couple of minutes of the game was just after 7 o'clock. I stir-fried garlic and ginger in some sesame oil, and I threw in fresh bok choy, fresh sliced carrots, and fresh cut broccoli.
Ugh.
I threw it in with some oyster sauce. So I used some oyster sauce, the sesame oil, ginger and garlic.
Sounds like I'm in a Thai prison.
I stir-fried it. I stir-fried it up. And I sprinkled some red pepper flakes on it, and it was an all vegetarian dinner last night. It was fantastic.
No wonder why you're busting out those today.
Oh, we can stop it. No, I'm not.
You're going to be gassy later.
It was fantastic. Listen, dinner was fantastic. So I have no problem with vegetables, but I want my steak. I want my chicken. I want my fish.
You know those steak and those those things were alive, right? And you're just gonna kill them?
What, they're talking about the vegetables? Yeah.
No, the chickens and the fish.
All
and
right, come on.
I'm gonna send you a video of chickens being slaughtered.
come
See
on.
how you feel
I'll
about
go
it.
KFC
whatever.
while I watch it.
Can I ask what happened to Roxanne?
She's getting ready.
All right. We got a thing after the show that we have to do. We have a photo shoot we have to do.
I forgot about that, as you could tell.
Right,
Wait,
we
so
all forgot about
Roxanne
it.
is getting ready for the photo shoot by missing the actual most important part, which is the on-air segment of the show?
I mean, is it that important?
Well,
I mean,
this is a photo shoot.
Hold on, that is ridiculous. Can you, Andrew? Can you go find? Hang on. I'm told he just got caller 104.
Yeah.
I got a
distraction.
Yeah, Andrew's tied up right now.
I got to take 105 live on the air, so I'll do this. This is caller 105.
Listen, if she doesn't get ready now, we're going to be here for an hour.
Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
This is Stephanie.
Stephanie, where are you calling from?
New Tampa.
Stephanie in New Tampa. Stephanie, why are you calling the MJ Morning Show right now?
I want the rice cooker.
You do? Well, guess what? The good news is you got it. You're caller 105. You win.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Awesome.
It is all yours, and you're gonna love this. This is one of MJ's favorite things. The Zoji Rushi rice cooker. I've had one of these like for 17, 18 years now, maybe more, maybe 20 years. I've had like 4 or 5 different ones over the years, and I love this machine. It's one of MJ's favorite things, and you just won a Zoji Rushi rice cooker, and congratulations.
I'm super excited. I've been hearing you talk about it for at least a year.
Yep, absolutely.
So I said, this is my chance to get the bougie rice maker that MJ has.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not a bougie rice maker.
No, she said sushi rice
She said
maker.
sushi.
I thought she said bougie.
No, I said bougie.
She said bougie.
She did
I
say
heard sushi.
I heard her correctly.
Oh.
It's not bougie. It's very nice, but it's not bougie.
You're gonna love this thing. But you listen, go to Kotobuki off Sheldon Road and Hillsborough. That's a Japanese market. You got to get the right rice, okay? You got to get the Japanese short grain koshi hikari rice, all right?
Okay.
So
all right.
you go in there.
You know what? You buy what you want, man.
Yeah, or you can buy Uncle
Listen,
Ben's.
no, you don't put Uncle Ben's, but you can put jasmine rice. You can do brown rice, jasmine rice. You can, but
rice-a-roni.
Do not put rice-a-roni in this thing.
With
no,
with little pieces of pasta.
No,
right? Yeah, it's
don't.
good stuff. You can mix in
Anyway.
the cheese powder.
Congratulations. You've got it. You win. Follow the instructions, though. Read the book. It's really educational on how to make rice.
It's really
because the Japanese the Japanese know what the hell they're doing.
You learn a lot about rice.
Yeah. All right. Hey, congratulations, latest rice cooker winner from the MJ Morning Show in Zojirushi, America. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right,
excited.
hold on. Andrew's going to give you all the information. I'm putting you on hold. There you go.
There we go.
Wow, another satisfied winner.
Yeah, look at
That's
that.
awesome.
And 3 more to give away. 3 more. Tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, I'm giving away 3 more. These things are valued over $200 a piece, folks.
That's a lot of rice.
These are nice. All right. Hey, I got something funny. Roxanne, why do you disappear?
No, don't worry about that. Just go to your funny
Why
thing.
do you disappear for 7 minutes during this segment?
Okay, you want to know what happened? I went to the restroom and I was getting changed because we're doing a photo shoot after this.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
So I changed into my new outfit and I just spaced out.
It
You ever
happens.
do that when you're getting ready?
You're in the
and
middle of a morning show and you spaced out and you forgot that you have to come back on the air live?
Duh, I mean, it happens to all of us.
As an ensemble cast?
It
No,
happens.
it wasn't that I forgot.
You know what?
that I
I'm going to
was-
space out on the way home on the Howard Franklin Bridge and just fall asleep.
Yeah, it's
no.
okay.
Yeah, you know it's nap time. I'm just going to go to sleep in the third lane
just
doing
started,
75 miles an hour.
You'll crash.
I just spaced
I want
out.
to test all the airbags on the new X5.
I just started
What the-
doing my hair, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, we're back on air. Like
we've been
when
on
you
the air
get-
for 8 minutes before you just walked in here.
When you're primping, when you're a woman and you're
Right.
just kind of primping and getting ready, you kind of just go into a zone.
It's true.
That's what happened.
I can relate.
All right, you ready for this?
Please.
A DoorDash driver pulled a...
Hammy?
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. Really?
Where do you think this is going?
The pond?
Yes! So, just by playing the music, the crew knows what I'm talking about. A DoorDash driver pulled a Michael Scott, followed their GPS right into the water. This is in Massachusetts. A DoorDash driver is facing charges, reportedly following their GPS into a swamp in Middleton, Massachusetts on Friday.
this how the song goes? Oh, okay.
I don't remember the whistling part.
Well, hey, Andrew, can you give us
a royalty-free version?
Can you give us the real theme that runs at the beginning of The Office instead of some 3-minute crazy mix with a whistler?
Okay, I'll take whatever Coop had in there out.
Yeah, take it out. Thanks. Thank you.
Stupid Coop.
Right.
Coop.
Yeah.
Never heard from him again.
Yeah, give us the intro from like the regular TV show.
He works here.
Thanks, appreciate it. All right, so here's the deal. This is like right out of that Office episode where was it Dwight and Michael were driving and they drove right down the boat ramp.
Yeah.
Oh, I got turn right here. It says turn right here. He drives right down the boat ramp.
Was it right down a boat ramp or just right into a pond? I thought it was right into the water.
No, I think they drove down a boat ramp on The Office. Yeah, Fester's got the scene right here.
The bridge and hook up with 307.
Make a right
Maybe it's
turn.
a shortcut, Dwight. It said go to the right.
It can't mean that. There's a lake there.
I think it knows where it is going.
This is the
The
lake.
machine
This
knows.
is the lake.
Stop yelling at me.
No, it's
Stop
not
yelling.
There's no road here.
There it is.
Calm. I have trained for this. Okay. Exit the window.
There it is.
Make a U-turn.
Make a U-turn.
When they're swimming, it's hilarious.
It is. The whole scene's great.
Are you okay? Swim for it. I got you.
Anyway, so the panicked driver calls police shortly before noon and told officers that they were following their GPS to an address on Mill Street, drove down a dirt road, and somehow ended up driving into a body of water.
Oh, come on.
So DoorDash driver
It's ridiculous.
was delivering an order from Dunkin'.
Great.
How'd the donuts?
It drove right into a swamp.
Dunk in a swamp.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they did.
I get it.
Dunking right in there. All right. Anything else before we get out of here today?
No, I think we're good. Picture time.
I have a Leonardo DiCaprio story, which I don't want to short shrift it, so I'm not going to do it here. So tomorrow we'll do this Leonardo DiCaprio story. In fact, I kind of wrote a little note on top of it. Leonardo DiCaprio instead of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Don't you ever put down my Leo. Love him.
That'll be tomorrow. Folks, have a great day. You need to get a hold of me. My email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. My Instagram is Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow over there. Thanks to Super Sardo from Sardo's Pizza on Ulmerton and Largo for the phenomenal pizzas this morning. Always great to have you in here, pal. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful out there.